it.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Canadian Lucifer.
Everybody. Oh, tis been a day.
Tis been a fucking day. And let me remove this from the thing.
Canadian
Today has been a day. And if I'm being honest, if I'm being
is very real right now.
Completely honest. Mel, I guess is what we're gonna call him. Mel, the Milano bird beast. He's what's getting me through the day today. He's what's getting me through the day.
Mel,
he made my day. He gave me so much life.
So cute, so precious.
It was for science,
Ori,
Dichotomy. For science!
You know how you have the Croconana plush?
Yeah.
I need that, but make it Mel.
Yeah. He's so good. Hello, Mason.
Hi, Mason. Hello, Dichotomy.
There's no reason to get timed out. I was asking for it. It was for science. All right.
Oh, you gotta do it for science.
The way we're gonna approach today, art fight wise, is I have this one new revenge that I must have a sketch for. And then I'm gonna get the sketches that I've already done for the other ones. And maybe, Canadian Lucifer, you'll see yours. I don't know. I usually try not to do that, but if I'm running stuff, who knows? We'll see.
You never know.
Oh my god. What did you do, Dichotomy?
What have you done?
Why are you flipping me off? Why is Vincenzo? Why is he flipping me off?
What is this?
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Okay, Dichotomy. It's been a while, my guy. My man. Hope you're doing alright. Busy. It seems.
That it's been.
Ay.
Oh, your phone did it? All right. Sure, Dichotomy.
Work has been kicking your ass? I'm sorry to hear. I hope the pay is good. And then have you then been kicking Ixion's ass because he's sick? Is that your fault? You kicking his ass? Work's kicking your ass, you're kicking his ass? It's the cycle of ass kicking? Don't let the cycle of ass kicking continue. Ay.
Never.
I will say, I've gotten suddenly I got a lot of revenges. Oh, well, a lot of attacks, not revenges. Attacks that require revenge. Revenges don't require revenge. Attacks require revenge. So, okay. I will say, guys, this is just a tip.
Work kicked your ass too, Dichotomy?
Make sure to give your OCs in art fight words about them. Because sometimes I look at a picture and then they have nothing about them and I'm like, okay, I would like to know, is this supposed to be, especially if you have a simple style, it's like, I want to see, I need to know their gender, I need to know their stuff.
You gotta know their deal.
And sometimes the deets are inspiring.
This is true. Ori, I wonder, can you tell us of a time when the deets inspired you? How do you start?
The one that I always think of off the top of my head is this one.
Just to give the people an idea of what can be achieved if they choose to include the deets.
So this character is sadly archived, I believe. But this one was inspired by the deets. Let's see if I can read about it. I cannot read about it. I remember something about him specifically like picking up bits and bobs and stuff. And so I drew him with a bunch of random shit.
Yes, I remember this one.
So that very specifically, explicitly was like why
But he would not have the random shit without the deets.
Exactly. Needed them deets.
Oh, Ori, do you know if Rage does revenges?
She does, but it's definitely not like a thing where she specifically makes the... She doesn't... I'm trying to put this in a way. She doesn't have a lot of time, but she also likes to just draw other characters too. So she's not, like... Revenges are not the priority, but she does do them.
So kind of like a...
Don't be discouraged.
If they happen, they happen.
Yeah, exactly. But she also, like, might take a while. It's only week 2, you know?
It's usually the people that are above. Very troublesome dichotomy. Very, very troublesome. Sigh. I had to do a lot of clerical shit today, and it was not fun! And no, that is not to be confused with the D&D cleric. That would have been way more enjoyable than the clerical shit I was doing. When I say clerical, I mean paperwork and calling and emailing and crying.
My day sucked for completely unrelated work reason, like non-work related reasons that sadly I knew were coming but can't control. And then
Struck.
Ooh, congrats!
Nice. All right. Well, I'm glad Chad is having a happy day.
That's good.
What matters.
I'm happy tomorrow's Friday.
They're having a happy day.
Today was the most Monday Thursday is all I'm gonna say.
It was. Nail on the fucking head.
It was a very Monday Thursday.
No. I mean, I know why my Thursdays are my Mondays, because I no longer have work Mondays. I have off Mondays, so now my Mondays are no longer Mondays.
Today was just bad.
Weekends.
Today was just bad. Ah, there you go, new shoes.
The goals? Nice.
Oh no, dichotomy, that sucks.
Negative? Damn, I was celebrating because you said smash the goals.
Yeah.
We like smashing the goals. We never want to pass the goal.
No. It's only pass.
Maybe we do want to pass the goals, because then we can make new goals. Maybe I misspoke.
Well, in that news, there's another Pass to Smash up for YouTube channel members. Dichotomy, I gotta say.
I'm so glad you picked up on my segue, Ori.
Dichotomy, I gotta say. I know you don't care about Ace Attorney. However, I think you would get, and especially because you're a member, not a pasta smash, because you're a member, I think you would get an absolute kick out of the Pass to Smash videos that I'm putting up there. They are 10 minutes long, and they're all, yeah, they're all just me being an unhinged person. One of them does involve Mars.
Into a gremlin when I'm not around to
supervise.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, Dichotomy, is it literally doesn't matter.
Or I can't verbally
It literally
supervise.
doesn't matter. I'm just being a fucking goofus. And
Ori being a goofus, like, and drawing hot characters.
The context is very minimal, if non-existent.
Okay? You do not need to know.
I think honestly, I supply any context you need. But no, I'm saying the videos
the initial pass.
Specifically, I find absolutely hilarious. So S-Jock, the reason that they're coming out, so the pass. So hold on, let me back my brain up. The reason that the Pass to Smash videos are coming out in the order that they are is because I'm specifically only making the ones for characters. Hello, Pastry Puff, that exist in episodes the YouTube has gotten, right? So the people that haven't shown up, Bikini, Jock Portsman, and Laura Pops?
Swear to God, I thought you were gonna say Laura Croft for a second.
No. Why can't I? Is her first name Laura? Lauren Pops, thank you. Yeah, we don't pass on MASH. That's very true.
Oh, never pass
Lauren
on
Pops,
MASH.
they'll come
MASH
out.
Is a green flag. He's great.
After that one comes out. And it also has to do with the Smash or Pass video coming out as well. So the Lotta was actually smashed by Mars in the first one, so she can't come out until the second one comes out. However, that one's in the works because we're fucking coming to the end of Justice for All, and then that's the next video that comes out after that is the Justice for All Smasher Pass, and then I have to do, yeah, that whole thing. It is genius. It is genius. But
it's
yeah.
a very good line, Estrock.
So that is why they're doing that. And also because I will say, well, I kind of have sometimes referenced, I very minimally do, you know, reference the other ones just a little bit. And it's not like the stream isn't available. The videos are just hilarious. I have watched the videos so many times already. And you know what? It's very, I really like them. And the reason I really like them is twofold. One, they're really easy to do because they do not have any subtitling on them. So it means they come out really fast, which is really nice. And then the other thing is that their stream of consciousness, basically, I would have to say, which is very
100%.
different than any of the other, like, you know, stuff we put out. And I really...
It's definitely a different feel to it, because you're just going off on whatever's bopping around in your brain up there.
I really... The Lotta Heart one, I do a lot of singing. I didn't really do much singing in the Grossberg or the Winston Payne one, but the Lotta Heart one, I was in a singing mood, I guess. I don't know.
Grossberg, you were admiring those curves.
Also, you were there for Grossberg, so it does have a different vibe. Whiteboard Mars does add. Yeah. Whiteboard Mars does add a different vibe. Not a bad vibe, but a different vibe.
It just adds unhinged comments in the bottom left corner.
Yeah. Especially when they're fucking about his goddamn hemorrhoids. Jesus.
Estrock, that is so friggin' true. I feel the exact same way about that show.
I will probably never watch that show.
I know I'm going to be changed if I watch this show, and I don't know if that's what I want.
I'm very, like... I want a very specific type of media that I watch, and I don't think BoJack Horseman is it. Yeah, no amazing. But yeah, okay. How does your...
Ori, based on what I know, I'm going to go out on a limb and say BoJack Horseman is not your cup of tea.
Yeah, I don't think so. I like... Honestly, any show that's like an Adult Swim cartoon, I can only handle for so long.
Seinfeld, but with therapy.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single animated Adult Swim show that I can handle for a long time.
I think the closest you came was Arcane, and even then,
Arcane's not Adult Swim. Arcane's on Netflix, so it doesn't count. Yeah, Arcane's a Netflix show.
Which one am I thinking of? Oh, I know which one I'm thinking of. Final Space. That was on Adult Swim, wasn't it?
Yes, and I only watched one season of that, and it was fun. But I'm not sitting here like watch the other ones. You know, I'm just kind of like, okay.
There you go, dichotomy. That's what I don't want. I don't want to become depressed.
Yeah, that's another part of it.
Hikaru died for that. At least then I also get scared while watching it.
It's also like, yeah, Rick and Morty stopped watching, you know. Never interested in the other similar ones. The one with the scientist lady, the other one by the Rick and Morty with the Rick and Morty voice actor, you know, like the aliens one.
Oh, yes, shit. What was that one called?
Solar Flare or something? I don't know. It's called like Solar something.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I thought it was.
Super Goku.
Hello, Super Goku.
Welcome.
Yeah, I just can't do it.
It is Art Fight Night. Ready
Early
to buy
sketches
pens.
do go hard.
Or tablets.
I
traditional and digital.
Well, they all have pens. A tablet has pens.
And this is true.
I call it a tablet pen.
Like
I don't call it a stylus.
Tradition.
It's one of those things Estruck, I mean, we watched it, Dylan and I were watching it, like, as it came out originally. So, you know, didn't know a whole lot about the people making it. But if I'm being honest, the big thing that got me is they
Federico,
basically
you
have,
are
like,
exactly on time.
a point
We're fighting the art.
where I'm just like, okay, I've seen it, I've done it, you know, like, it's done.
I think there's definitely a point where, like, in our minds, we decide, okay, this is a good ending and we're happy. Like, we did that with Food Wars.
Yeah,
where
but I'm not
we
even
knew there
talking
was a
about, like,
season 4, and we were like, no, we're
5,
good with
I
the end
think
of
it was.
season 3. We don't need that. Was it?
I think it was a 5th
Oh, no,
season,
shit,
and
I
we
think you're
watched
right, the
4
5th
seasons.
season.
But my whole
No,
thing
you're
is
right,
more
you're right.
like, I think my whole thing is like, with the shows where they don't really have like a storyline, like Final Space kind of, you know, does have a storyline, but I don't know, when they're just really like, there's a certain kind of humor, and it's just like, I can only take so much of this. Like, same with The Boys. The Boys was interesting, but then it's like, I just can't do this anymore. Like, I just, like, it's just the same, like, I feel like,
the boys got hard to watch at points.
I feel like they're the same thing over and over again. I'm not gonna finish Invincible. It's just, I can't do it. I'm done. I'm
sorry,
done
the
seeing...
nihilistic storytelling I'm just not here for. I want hopeful, damn it.
No, okay, well, it obviously has its moments, Estruck. But what I'm saying is that it's like, okay, interesting commentary, you know? I like the characters, very interesting. Ooh, okay, interesting. And then it's like, okay, but nothing's changed. You've done nothing. We're back to square one. Like, there's nothing to... You know, like, okay, I'm done. You know, we did it. We did the thing. The commentary was said. Yeah, Estruck. Yeah, no, I mean, that helps too.
Commentary.
But I felt kind of the same way with
Exactly,
Invincible.
Pastry Puff.
You know, like after a certain point, it's just like, we're gonna beat this guy down, and we're gonna kill people. Superheroes suck. If you have people with superpowers, they're gonna kind of suck. And being a superhero isn't all it's cracked up to be. And it's just like,
There
okay.
is this interesting thing that they're doing with Mark and Mark's little brother now, from what I keep hearing, where it's like now it's kind of setting
I
up
didn't
like
even get there.
either his brother to become a villain, and like they're gonna have to talk each other down or something like that. So it's like, okay, there could be something there, but I hope it doesn't amount to just saying the same thing again.
But it's the same thing, like with Rick and Morty. It was like, okay, after a certain point, I'm kind of done with your space adventures. They're all the same.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wanted a bigger character arc for Rick.
Yeah,
So
it's just the same
close.
again.
He was so close, and then they
Incredibles
backpedaled.
already
And
did
the
that.
reason they backpedaled is because they want the series to keep going. Apparently, the series can't keep going if Rick isn't his season 1 self.
Yeah, it very much is like I'm a character-driven story person, and if there's no growth, and we just keep fucking going
Spinning
back,
our wheels.
it's very like, I'm done. We did it. I don't need an 8th season of this. Like God, fuck! Adventure Time, which has 10 fucking seasons. Finn grows and changes. Jake grows and changes. Ice King grows and changes. It fucking sticks. Bubblegum, Flame Princess, all of them fucking stick. Like, you can have a good, long-running show with character depth and growth that fucking changes. I love Adventure Time.
Oh, return to its Super Goku. There's so much going on. It becomes very
and it picks up.
at one
The
point.
early seasons are fairly bodily, but then with the episodes Jake the dog and Finn the human, it fucking whoops.
It takes off.
Yeah, exactly, Pastry Puff, and I just get tired of it.
Do I think The Simpsons will ever end?
No, just like
don't.
SpongeBob will never technically end.
I do remember that, Mason. And honestly, I'm kind of glad for it, because we wouldn't have gotten the Adventure Time that we have today if Nickelodeon picked it up.
Would not be the same.
Yeah.
I remember that it exists. I never watched it and never will.
There's a lot of shows that Nickelodeon passed on that you just kind of look at it and it's like, you could have had a moneymaker. What are you doing?
Has anyone else heard the Tiny Chef controversy? Well, not controversy. Has anyone else suddenly heard about Tiny Chef?
I've heard about Tiny Chef, but I have no idea what it is.
It's just a show. It's a stop motion animation of this little guy. His name is Tiny Chef, and he cooks tiny food. And he's just like a cute little dude. And he has like a little cat pillar, and her name is Ruby, and she's just cute. And he's just got a lot of life in him. And it's just him making. It's not Remy. It's different. His name is literally Tiny Chef. Like he's like a third person. It's Tiny Chef, and he's great. And he's just a dude doing a cooking show. And it was like originally just a YouTube thing, and then he got quote unquote on Nickelodeon. They signed him on Nickelodeon, and he had, I think it's 41 episodes, won an Emmy, 41. And they canceled his show. And the response that the creator did was animate Tiny Chef getting the phone call from Nickelodeon and being like, "Oh, I'm ready for season 2. I have all of these ideas." And it's like, canceled? What do you mean? And he fucking cries. And I fucking cry. I've never seen this character in my entire fucking life. And I sobbed my goddamn eyes out of Tiny Chef. Look up Tiny Chef, guys. It fucking hits.
I'm gonna have to look that up now. It
fucking hits. The fuck? Go look up Tiny Chef. Tiny Chef is being saved.
My life as a teenage robot.
People are donating.
That was a good one, Super Goku.
But damn. God. Like, yeah, hella base Deathstroke. Like, what a fucking power move. But, like, Jesus Christ, was like, God, I teared up so fast. And then there's, like, multiple episodes where they're trying to do, like...
best response ever.
There's, like, multiple shorts where they're trying to be, like, save Tiny Chef. You know, like, donate to Tiny Chef, you know, to keep Tiny Chef going. And the episodes are just, like, literally Tiny Chef being depicted as depressed, like, incredibly realistically. And it's, like, it's absolutely insane. Like Tiny Chef is literally going through having depression. It's insane. But in, like, a very good, you know, like, way. Like, it's very realistic. You know, and it's just like, damn, it's so good.
Forlorn on a Rooftop? Mayhaps. I still have yet to watch it.
Oh my god.
I guess I gotta add it to the list.
Again, they're just shorts. It's called The Tiny Chef Show on YouTube. Just look it up. So that's not the episodes. The episodes you can watch on Netflix, I think, still.
Oh, nice. Oh, I just found Tiny Chef canceled.
Yep.
Tiny Chef needs your help. Oh my god. I miss stop motion, you guys.
Right?
It is so underutilized.
Yeah, anxiety. Yep. It's really real pastry film. Like in a very classically, like, he's a cartoon little guy. It's really good though. Yeah, that's like something an anime would do at this point, Deathstroke. A lot of animes are like that sometimes. They have like...
sure that had happened.
Yeah,
but
they have like...
also what the Muppets did, where they worked in an office to
the
try to get
Muppets
their
did
show
do
off
that,
the
didn't
ground?
they? Yeah.
I think the Muppets did do that.
I think the Muppets did do that. Of course the Muppets did that.
And hand-drawn animation, of course.
Do you mean frame-by-frame Super Goku, or you mean specifically like traditional, no digital, tools?
Deathstroke, is it called Bakuman? Because I've been begging Ori to watch that one with me.
Yes. No digital? Damn.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Deathstroke, the only thing I know about that one is it's about an artist and a writer coming together to make a manga. And I was like,
and Mars is like, is this the story of us? Yeah.
I think we should check it out, mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
And it's also a way for you to experience the author from Death Note's form of writing and storytelling without experiencing
without having to experience Death Note. Look at that. I watched more Dr. Stone today.
Shit, what episode are you up to? I don't need details. I just need a number.
I was trying to remember. I just watched season 3, episode 11.
Fuck, I'm behind. All right.
It just kicks off real good.
I will remedy this.
And I cried about Byakuya, okay? He comes up, is really emotional.
Oh.
They have a moment.
Time Byakuya comes up is emotional.
It's
That's the heart of the
crazy.
story.
It's crazy.
Ooh.
Like, oh my God,
I'm
it
gonna
hit.
Be in pain.
It hit.
I'm gonna be in pain. Let's go. Let's do this. Season 4 comes out today.
Oh,
Season 4
shit.
part 2. It just aired. So Estrock, I have watched Death Note.
I've not
multiple
any
times.
Death Note.
I was given the prequel books for the L series. I started one of them. I forget which one. I think it had Beyond Birthday in it. And I don't know. I read the first page and then did not pick it up again. I don't know why it didn't grab me in that moment. This was like years and years ago, but I've long since passed on the book to somebody else. Maybe I'll return to it one day, but oh my God, there's so many books I have to read.
Vibes.
Priority is definitely given. Especially if that book is called Heavenly Tyrant.
Yes. Do you have an eyebrow?
This is a good question.
I'm gonna interpret this line as an eyebrow. And say yes.
I say go for it. A thin eyebrow is still an eyebrow. But yeah, Strock, I really like Death Note. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite anime of all time, but I definitely respect it as a classic. And I absolutely love the direction, the camera angles, the way they make the scenes so intense. Like, they really knew what they were doing. They had a good director and a good storyboarder on staff. It was really, really well done.
It's just
I do return to
unrelated
it every now and then.
to what Marza's saying, but it surprises. I never thought I was like a person that really gave my like characters thick eyebrows, but then you look at some other characters and it's like, God, nobody has eyebrows. They're just lines.
Where are your eyebrows? How do you emote?
That's what I yelled at Lotta a lot. What happened to your eyebrows? But even I mentioned that freaking
They're on their forehead. Well, you can't see them. They're as clear
Grossberg
as a beaver fur across my face.
also had tiny eyebrows.
This is true. Maybe that's just the Ace Attorney style.
But then we have fucking
Tiny
Phoenix's
Unless
eyebrows.
you're the main character. I had to put that in there. Disclaimer. Tiny eyebrows unless you are main character. Or main character adjacent.
Edgeworths are pretty tiny.
I feel like this is something that can happen, is that the anticipation for something is built up so much that when it either doesn't meet your expectations or it's just like, okay, that was good, but I wouldn't call it amazing. Like, that's how I felt about Evangelion. Everyone was talking that up, hyping it up, and I don't doubt that they had a very
good experience
with it. I don't doubt that for some people it changed their lives, like Persona 4 changed my life, and if that's the case, all the power to them. I will never take that away from anybody. But my own personal experience, I watched it and I was like, all right. It was
That was
good.
something.
That exists. I've seen these ideas explored in other shows, and I liked that storytelling better.
It's one of those things where it's like, this was a marker of it started that. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's also something as well. Because, like, my idea is, like, the people who herald it as the best ever is like, okay, this was, like, my first serious show, you know?
Or like, what I see is, like, oh, you know, like, say, Star Trek, right? The original Star Trek show was a pioneer, right? It did a lot of things
you
first.
go back and watch it now, and it's just kind of awkward.
Yeah, you watch it now, and it's like, okay, but other things have done it better now. Hello, Lex. How are you?
Hi, Alex. Welcome.
Oh, I'm glad, Canadian Lucifer,
Star Trek
that
The
you
Next
agree.
Generation. Now that's something.
But that's also, like, that's a new show, right? Like, it's very much, it's like, okay, if something is the pioneer, that doesn't mean that it is, one, still good, and two, holds up.
Oh, yeah.
And
No,
I think that's a...
There's tons of stuff in media that pioneered that no longer holds
Yeah.
up.
And it's very much,
For
it's like,
various reasons.
at a certain point, it's like, okay, it was just nostalgia.
Oh, Canadian Lucifer, I wholeheartedly agree. I enjoyed it. It was fine. I got a little confused toward the end what was happening, and then I found out that the studio was literally losing money and couldn't finish the show, so they just slapped something together. But I'm like, is this one that's gonna change my life, or is this gonna be the one that alters my brain chemistry? No. Sorry. Just... It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. I do enjoy mech, but I'm here for stuff that's more like Promare, Mecha Ude, stuff like that.
No. I did it dumb.
I think I like fantastical and magical mechs more than realistically done mech.
As we had talked about, and how we're gonna have to go about our comic, is very much, if it, I need there to be hoodoo involved.
Yes.
If it's too technical, I
Hoodoo
start
the voodoo.
disliking it. And the reason is because it's very hard to justify. Right? Like, sci-fi things, I think, overall do a better job at justifying certain things than a lot of mech stuff does. Because there's a level of, like I feel like there's a level...
Sci-fi helps bridge the gap.
There's definitely a level of suspension of disbelief that I feel like sci-fi can stay within, but mechs quickly surpass. And once they surpass it, I'm totally fine if there's something magic involved. But, like, if there's nothing magic involved, then it's like, all right, we're really stretching it here. We're really stretching it
It's
here.
so funny that that's your argument, because I've literally talked to people who think the exact opposite, where they're like, when the magic gets involved, that's jumping the shark, but humans are always creating and building. We could totally build something to that caliber if we just, like, invested in it. So it's interesting to hear the exact same argument being used to argue the different sides.
Because it's very much
I've
like,
heard that before.
how could you
Very
possibly
subjective.
do Voltron?
Like, I feel like
How could you
it comes down
possibly
to
do
what's your
Voltron?
vibe. Which do you enjoy more?
Yeah. I think it also really matters how much are they actually explaining about it, right? Like Promare doesn't really talk about it, right? We obviously have like it being, you know, enhanced with the burnish, but like how the mechs work themselves originally literally really never talked about to my recollection. They just use them.
They show us an inventor character in the form of Lucia, and I assume she built everything because she's a genius.
Having a mechanic does not, you know, obscure that though either. They know how it works.
No. Ori, we do know how it works in Promare.
Oh, do we?
The original
I've only
scientist.
seen that movie once.
The original scientist made all the gear to fight the burnish.
Okay.
And
well,
then
the
Cray was
Burnish
the one
have
who
magic,
stole it
so
from him and
like the
patented it.
magic is involved. Does Evangelion have any magic? And magic,
To my
I'm saying,
recollection, it's more the mechs versus the aliens.
yeah, I'm saying magic very, very loosely, like the Force is magic, right?
I would
like
say Evangelion
quintessence,
falls more along the line of sci-fi. Because
quintessence
there are aliens,
is
there are creatures, but then you
magic.
also have these mechs built in a laboratory by a scientist being used
you
for
know,
the
what's
purpose
it?
of fighting.
Key pressure is magic. You know, fucking, what, I'm literally like, yeah, quintessence is magic, key pressure is magic, burnish
Promare
is magic,
Technically, the
Mecha
Promare, right? Burnish
Ude
are the people.
is literally space magic.
Oh, Mecha Udi? Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Mecha
Udi.
Udi is all space magic. Wow,
Space
I cannot
magic.
talk right now.
Well, actually,
Space magic.
it's honestly less space magic. It's more human magic that they harness, so...
It's your favorite type of magic. It's the power of
Yeah,
friendship.
yeah. What is
It's
Gurren
literally
Lagann?
fucking power of friendship.
Spiral magic, which is human magic. Spiral power is just magic. Right, like there has to be for lack of a better term, some sort of like MacGuffin, in my opinion.
See,
that explains
I feel like
it all.
For you need a hook. You need a hook to keep you there. Something that's like, ooh, this is tied to human emotions, or ooh, this comes from the bond
There
that
has
everyone
to be
shares
a
with each
reason
other.
that mech is the result, right? Because I feel like in our universe, if everything was, you know, positive, right, the goal would be to send drones. So then you're not getting hurt, right? So there has to be a reason to me why the person in these very high-tech shit has to be, like, in the face of danger? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, it does not at all, Estrock. It is all about physical ailment.
This is
Cells
true.
at Work
I will say, though,
is all
Cells at
physical
Work
ailment.
does look at...
I don't know about Code Black, though.
I would say aspects of, like... There was an episode about, like, self-identity and self-worth. And ironically, it was in the Cancer Cell episode.
Yes. But I wouldn't
that
say
was
it's
a trip.
necessarily like the thing that
But is that
the
focus?
characters
No.
are
It's like
fighting
2 episodes, I
is
think.
not mental health related or caused.
No, it's always something that the white blood cell can be.
There is usually a virus, you know, a bacteria, cancer cells, heat stroke.
Heat stroke was an episode. I remember that
physical
one.
wounds.
There was a stomach bug,
Yeah.
some kind of parasite.
Oh
they had to
yeah,
fight.
the cancer one is fucking wild.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
The cancer one
really
is nuts.
cool.
Also, hello, Allie. What
Allie!
a time for you to jump in.
Yes. But yeah, so yeah, for me, like, there has to be a reason that you're in danger, right? Because otherwise, why would our tech not just make it so that, like, you're not in the line of fire? You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, it's
Kinda.
like, why are you piloting it? And okay,
But
I
at
guess the whole
same
thing.
time, I
No,
feel
no,
like
no,
you
no.
don't need magic to explain that.
But see, these are the differences.
You can just say magic is cool, Lori. You don't need to like.
Magic
hype it
is
up. We
cool.
all agree.
But like, I like Star Trek, which is inherently not like there's no magic in that, and I think they do a good job. But like the mech stuff. Has not done a good job, I guess. They haven't hit the Star Trek level, and I guess it's just like, you know, when you get to like we're making
Tell
it
that to the Gundam series.
less efficient. But
I'm not
we
one
go
who
back to the
watches
human
it.
thing. Why did you make it human shaped? Human shaped is not efficient. There's a reason that we don't make spaceships big human shapes. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason that everything is its shape, and I just
I
can't.
hate to remind you, Robi Hachi.
Yeah, but that's a goof, right? The point of that is being goofy. But that's not a serious show. Evangelion is a serious
But it
show.
exists.
Right? Gundam is a serious show. Robihachi
Nathan
is
Lucifer,
supposed
you
to be
wanna
stupid.
Watch Cells at Work property where the guy just is not taking care of himself at all. Check out Code Black. There were some dark moments in Code Black where I was like, really? They got away with that? Okay. Yikes.
It's like it's very much the better version of fucking Osmosis Jones, because I need a supercut
hell yes.
of Osmosis Jones where we never ever see the live action shit, because I hate
Literally
it
edit
so
all the
much.
Oh.
I hate it.
So
I can't watch it. I can't watch it.
It's so funny you mention this. I finally watched that movie in its entirety. I'd never seen it in its entirety.
You would never see. Oh,
until-
Blair.
Well, here's the thing. So, guys, I don't know why, but every science teacher in my middle school loved running this movie
Yeah.
right before holidays and vacations. Always, always, always.
Yeah.
And we never finished it.
Why did
We
you
never
never finish it? I finished it multiple times.
Time.
Your
We ran out of
classes just
time.
suck, apparently. I finished multiple Osmosis Jones in school.
We just kept going on loop, and I gotta be honest, I didn't really watch it because
Well,
the live
canceling
action
really
stuff
wrong.
grossed me out so much, like my stomach would physically turn. So I'm like,
yeah, it's
I'm just
terrible.
gonna
I
read
can't
my
do
book.
it.
My dad turned it on the other day. And I was like, oh yeah, this is that movie that they always showed in class. So my dad and I basically did what Ori and I do when we have our anime sessions. We talked through it, we joked about it, we made fun of some of the more awkward scenes. But like, animated scenes are kind of good.
They are good.
Like I didn't hate the animated segments.
Funny moments too.
There were good jokes.
Yeah.
They were funny. I didn't mind the
The
characters.
buddy
It's
cop
only
shit is
when we get to
good.
live action,
I want to die.
it sucked.
I want to
Oh, the
die.
live action stuff, I wanted to die. It was terrible.
The
But that
live
animated
action
shit,
stuff.
That was where it was at.
The live action stuff is like, please stop. Please stop. It's so egregious. They
It's
make
also
it
just
so gross.
This
And
is
I
the thing,
understand
too.
the reason, but I just can't.
there's a way to film live action, and they did not film live action correctly.
Is that the one that's Ebola?
If that makes sense.
But reverse Estruck and the monkey strain. Which one's we watched one movie in one of my science classes at one point in high school, and it was basically the image was the Ebola virus. Like the virus that they had was just Ebola.
Extract is
but
saying
flipped.
you're right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I watched that one. I couldn't look
That sounds
as
horrifying.
well. It's pretty gross. I will say they don't ham it up as much as I find Osmosis Jones to be overall grosser. They don't like look at it to my recollection as much. It's definitely like creepy though, because we also specifically watched it when like Ebola was big in the news. So it's like, I know what the Ebola virus looks like, and then it's like, here it is, but flipped across the x-axis.
Teacher thinking. Oh my god.
Yeah, Strain had its like cheesy moments, but then it also like I will say honestly horrified when the main girl, I can't remember her name, but she's in like the hazmat suit, and then Arrow, are you part of the Discord? If you're in the Discord, you can sign up for the role that gives you notifications that we go live.
Yes.
But welcome, hello.
And then you can always be on time. We usually start around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I do recall that, Esther, but no, there's like a scene kind of near the end when, because obviously they gotta save the woman, right? But the woman, she's like in the containment zone, and she's in like a whole hazmat suit, and something happens, and her suit gets cut, and so now she's exposed. And that was very horrifying, I will say. That one was like, oh.
I am immensely glad that I was never shown this movie.
It was a very like tonal roller coaster, because there's moments where it's like, haha, monkey jumping around doing like the live action version of Scrat, you know, from Ice Age, just being like a weirdo goofing around, and some animal cruelty definitely happened, was shown in the movie. I'm pretty sure that's from
This was live
Strain,
action?
as struck. Yeah, it was live action. Oh yeah, it was live action.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah, it's not the Hot Zone. It was Strain. I'm talking about Strain.
That's an image I did not need to see. Oh, but I'm out. I'm out. Fuck
What
that
did you
shit.
look
I'm
at?
out.
What did you look at?
Something was like going into somebody's eye. Oh, like, yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Can't do it.
Close my eyes for all of that shit. 100%. No. All that shit. I can't watch. I can't watch. It's not Ghost Protocol. Spectre. I can't watch the one scene in James Bond Spectre with the brain drills. Can't watch it. We'll never watch that one again. Not because it was bad. I just can't do that scene. That scene is horrifying.
I cannot do scenes that go after fingernails, ears, or eyes. Those are just like no
Horrifying.
zones for me.
Spectre was mid. We love Casino Royale. Quantum. What's the second one?
Oh,
I always
shit,
forget it.
something.
Quantum of Solace. Yeah. Fucking love
Oh, of
Skyfall.
course
Yeah,
Skyfall was
Skyfall.
fantastic.
Skyfall is the one.
Skyfall was where it was at.
What's the last one called? I want to say Dead Men Tell No Tales, but that's not what it's called. It's called,
It's not that.
I don't remember.
Oh
no, Mason.
Do I look up the most recent?
No Time to Die. No Time to Die.
No Time to Die.
It had its moments.
Oh, sorry,
but
Mason.
nothing has hit like Spectre. Nothing has hit like Spectre. And overall, I'm way more of a Mission Impossible girly at this point. I love Mission Impossible. Yes, I mean Skyfall. I Midnight Brain. I like the third one, Skyfall.
Midnight Brain at 8:51. We're doomed.
The level of it's James Bond but Home Alone, fantastic. Silver was funny and interesting,
combination.
and like a good villain. Had a fun motive. The whole deal. Loved Skyfall. Casino Royale is very classic Bond. Skyfall is my number one of the Daniel Craig Bonds.
That's what makes it so cool, Mason. Only these people make it possible.
I definitely love Skyfall a lot. But yeah,
Ooh,
I love
favorite
Mission Impossible.
Bond theme.
Mission Impossible 1 through 3 are like, they're good. Well, 2 has its issues. 1 is fine. It's obviously an old movie. 3 is good, but again, not great. I love Ghost Protocol. I love Ghost Protocol a lot. Fallout is fantastic. And if Dead Reckoning Part 2, I haven't seen it yet,
Is Ghost
pulls it
Protocol
off.
the one with the AIs or the maps?
No. That's the one we're in, Dead Reckoning.
Oh, okay.
Dead Reckoning is with the AI. That's the newest one. And then Part 2 just came out. I haven't seen Part 2 yet. If it sticks the landing, so good. God.
It better stick the landing.
So good. Because I loved the first part. Yeah, what I love about Mission Impossible also hits because it's literally Power of Friendship as like the spy movie. Multiple times is Ethan like, it's all about my friends and like I'll die for my friends and literally shit. I'm like, yes, let's do this. That's what I like to hear. Okay. This is for Jenga. 1, 2, 4. This is, what is their character name called?
Oh yeah, we never got a name for this guy.
This is Angazel.
Angazel.
It's definitely a combination of Azazel and Angel.
I was about to say, I'm seeing the inspo. I'm seeing the inspiration come through.
Yeah.
The angel vibes are definitely there.
Okay. All right, thank you, Allie. Definitely a simple one. I am now going to, 1, utilize the restroom, and 2, get the sketches that I already did for the other revenges I have that we're going to start lining. So, Mars.
How many do you have?
5. This one makes 5.
Damn.
Is that the math?
In a single day?
Yeah, hold on. I did 3. Hold on. Now you're making me look before I go. Hold on. That's a revenge. Yeah, that one.
Mwahaha, my
Why are
plan
none
to
of
keep
you?
you here.
Oh, that's 2. Canadian Lucifer said it was gonna take me 80 years. That's 3. Oh. That one's 4. So 5, but I haven't started, and 5 because Allie just attacked me today. But okay, I'll be right back.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Do what you gotta do, Ori. I'll hold down the fort. Saw Goldfinger. Didn't like him because he's a womanizer. And yeah, there's no denying that. There's definitely no denying that. Ooh, how to get more attack. I know Ori gave a rundown on that. She definitely knows more about getting more attacks and just navigating the art fight than I do, for sure. I only just learned that I could use my account to comment on the attacks that Ori's been getting. We had this discussion during our business meeting last night. Ori just goes to me, you know, Mars, you could comment on the attacks that I'm getting on my page and let the people know you like them too directly. And I'm like, I can do that? She's like, well, you have an account. I'm like, oh shit, I do! I could do something with this account. Who would have thought? That's a good strategy, Allie. Because then there's a higher chance that they'll draw your character if the vibes kind of align. That's a good one. Very interesting. And also just I think revenges are another way. But you've gotten a good amount, Mason. I'm seeing some of Sid. I'm seeing some of Addie. And they're all looking so, so good. That's what you've been doing, Canadian Lisper? Oh, see? Strategy proven to work. It's perfect. It does come down to luck sometimes. And also just the amount of time people have on their hands. I cannot believe we're already in week 2. That's crazy. Like, how is this possible? I don't know. How is it not still week 1? Oh, Pastry's been doing it too. Look at that. Two approvals for this strategy. 2 approvals for this strategy. Beautiful. And you guys have been doing amazing with the art. Seriously, you guys are just churning it out so fast. I'm like, ooh, gotta like that, gotta like that, gotta like that. Holy crap, that's amazing. Revenge mode this whole time? Damn, Allie. Okay. More than Skyfall. Another's Die Another Day. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, you did ask that, Estrock. You did ask what was the favorite Bond theme. I'm gonna be so basic here and say I think Skyfall is my favorite.
I love Skyfall. I'll sing
Just
Skyfall.
I like singing it. It was used for a lot of AMVs back in the day, so it's definitely burned into my brain in a variety of different ways. Die Another Day is also pretty good.
I've done myself a disservice.
Writing on the Wall. I don't remember that one.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay, it's a good song. It's the one for Spectre. I love the song, but Skyfall is a better Bond theme, in my opinion. Yeah, no, it's in the... It's the Writing on the Wall. It's by Sam Smith, the same guy that did, Daddy Don't Know, Mommy Don't Know, Daddy's Getting Hot. That's how it goes. Sam Smith. Same guy.
Really? It's the same person?
Same guy, yeah. Yeah,
no
Mommy
fucking way. That's
Daddy's
wild.
Getting Hot at the body shop. Doing something unholy. Yeah, no, Writing on the Wall. How does those lyrics go again?
Oh, non-binary. Cool.
Yeah, they're cool. They have a lot of fun outfits.
I'm learning so much tonight.
Yeah. Oh. I'm trying to fucking remember how it goes. Wow, this I am the words make sense, but my brain is not giving them
the melody is not kicking in. I haven't seen Spectre enough times for it to stick.
My father likes the
is
song. The song is
there,
good.
Just
I've
because of how
only
much I've
seen
interacted
Spectre
with it.
once.
Yeah,
but
same
I like
here.
the song like
I watched
itself.
it once and then never again.
Yeah, God, why can't
But I've seen Skyfall, I think at least 4 or 5 times now.
Falls, let it crumble. And you
We
stand
stand
tall and risk it all together at
at
Skyfall.
Skyfall.
Very good. Okay.
Such a good one.
I've screwed myself because I've done
Oh
too
no.
many doubles.
I mean, doubles.
You'll see what I mean.
Oh, now Dylan's sending me stuff about K-pop Demon Hunter.
Oh my god. He's obsessed, I told you.
He is. I never expected this to be the obsession. I'm pleased, but I'm also surprised. Allie, are you asking about Skyfall? Yes, that is a Bond song.
Yeah, by Adele.
That was the intro for Skyfall.
Mm-hmm. That's what it was written
Estra,
for.
do it. Pastries watched it. Enthuse has watched it.
Watch it.
Allie's never watched it. We will convince all of you to watch.
That's not what I want.
Oh.
It just means my problem is it just means that I want to do it without having to go into my thing, and it means I have to just open a bajillion fucking layers instead.
Okay, I might be being dumb right now, but finish some rank downs? What you mean, Estruck?
No idea. Alright.
Oh, even Allie's telling you to take the plunge.
Do it.
Do it.
It's so short.
Estruck, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Again, this is the most fun I've had with a movie in a long time. Like, it's just pure fun.
Okay, Canadian Lucifer, if you're here still, you have to answer questions. Well, you don't have to, but it will influence.
You are highly encouraged.
Do you have any knowledge? And you know what a OC I'm drawing, of course. But do you have any like lore rattling around in your creative mind about who he was before vampire?
Ooh.
It's solely for outfit
Oh,
purposes.
now I'm excited.
Solely for an outfit thing. Because I am drawing slightly iterated, but definitely still too many times. 1,
Hell yeah,
2,
Struck,
3,
go for it.
4, 5. Oh, you do? Okay. Great. Amazing.
Nice! Ah, we love the deets.
I hope it doesn't completely ruin the thing that I've done, but I
The
won't do
deets
it if
make
it's different.
the diff.
Too different. I don't think it'll be too different. I feel like I caught the vibe enough that we'll be on the same page. I hope so. Because I drew them
We're
a
about
lot.
to find out.
I didn't draw them that much, but I did draw
Have we
them a
heard
lot.
of Dampiers?
Yeah,
Yes, says
of
Struck.
course.
PV before vampire. That's good, Mason.
I also drew him shirtless.
Ah, beautiful.
Was not intended. He's just in the bathroom. The sketch is
Or
nice.
you're not
I
making
liked
this
it.
any better for yourself.
He's a broken man, okay? He's broken man.
It's like, I made him shirtless, but he's in a bathroom.
He's a sad
I
boy.
don't think you realize how little this helps.
I broke him like well, he's already broken. It's how I would draw Everett being broken, you know.
Ah, perfect.
In pain. Not necessarily pastry puff. They're just like a lesser vampire. It varies between what kind of like media you're on. Dampiers, like maybe they can't turn other people, you know.
Kind
they
of like
have
a rank
sires.
below vampires. They usually
Yeah,
have
it
less
varies
powers than
greatly.
actual vampires.
Sad boy,
Sad boy
shirtless
shirtless hours, truly.
100%. Okay, I'm almost done uploading all of them. Give me a second.
Ori, remind me, was Draluk from The vampire dies in no time. A Dampier?
No, he's a full vamp.
Or am I?
He was a full vamp.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
tripping.
I'm
He was a
tripping.
full vamp.
But there was a Dampier in the series.
Yeah, but they were
Wasn't
like the. I think they just call them lesser vampires.
Ah, okay.
No. Isn't Honda? Honda might be considered a Dampier.
Honda, that was
because
it.
he is
He's
a
the
half.
Dampier.
He's a half boy.
Yeah, that's a series that treats its half human, half
But
vampire.
I don't think in
people
D&D it's
as
specifically
Dampiers.
talked about as Okay, so from mythology it is, but I think in D&D that's not how it's stated.
Allie, you literally just described the vampire dies in no time. You literally
Allie,
just described
Allie,
it.
if you want just a funny, goofy anime to watch, it's really weird. It's very Japanese style humor, but it's really goofy as fuck. Watch the vampire
It's a
dies in no
good
time.
time. There
It's
is
popcorn.
a little pet armadillo.
He's the best in the
His
world.
name is
His name is John.
And he is the best
It's not
mascot
exactly that he's
ever.
afraid of
He's so cute.
Blood Alley, but he is just a scaredy boy, and it's very
It's
funny.
more so that he's a wimp.
Yeah,
He will try to bite someone's
it's
neck and
really,
he turns
really
into
funny.
dust.
We actually
'Cause
have
it's too
seen
hard for him to
Morbius.
bite necks.
Estrock, specifically Dylan, Doug, Mars, and I have seen it together in one room at the same time, which is certainly
Yes.
an
was something.
experience.
We also, what else did we watch that night? We saw,
Oh, I see Canadian
Shit.
Lucifer.
what was it called?
Okay.
Primal. We saw Primal too, right after Morbius. We watched Primal.
Okay, I'll have to make some of them a little young. That's okay. We can work with that. I can make him look younger. I can make him look like a child. We could do this.
Oh. Interesting backstory.
Okay.
Madam Web is better to watch with friends. I imagine a lot of bad movies are better to watch with friends.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Bad anime is sometimes hit or miss. Ori and I did not make it through the space food anime. That was sadly not about space food as much
Spaceship-
as we wanted it to
Space
be.
Battleship Tiramisu.
Thank you. That was
I think
it.
that's what it was. All right, let's begin.
I've purged the memory from my mind,
right.
including the name.
Thank you, Canadian Lucifer. I'll have to make him child in some then, but that'll be okay. It'll be good.
Neo Yokio? Oh, that one sounds familiar. I'm sure I've heard about that one.
Oh, and he used to have long hair. Perfect. All right, we can work with it.
Ooh.
This makes it better. Love it.
Make him evil child.
Oh, we're gonna have evil child long hair. It's gonna be it's angst. I did a lot of angst. He just filled me with he needed to be hurt.
So Ori saw a
In
child
pain.
and said,
He's
"I
not
must
a
make him
child.
hurt."
He's a full man, and he was tangentially inspired by the existence of Everett, and so he is another bitch, to my understanding.
Oh my god.
And so I hurt him.
But has he been in the sense to draw?
Interesting.
Has he been a bitch in that sense?
Yeah, he was, because I drew him like Edgeworth at first, and that hurt. It was pain in the ass. I talked about this last stream. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Technically, the sketch doesn't work too much, but I mean, you can interpret it differently, so, we can have that one. But, we're gonna start.
Make it work. Angst? I mean, Aang did have a lot of angst, so.
Haha, yeah.
Fitting.
It's...
So many little bitches, so little time.
Exactly.
That's the sad part.
100%. Okay, first,
many
this is not the
Blorbos,
one
so
we're
little
working on,
time.
because it is not a, revenge. But, this is not what I want. Please click the right thing. Look at the little last
Ori's
bird
finger,
beast.
Listen to Ori's brain.
This is the last bird beast I have to do.
Enjoy your dinner, Estrock.
Look at him. He's so cute.
Oh my goodness, look at the fluffy wings.
Yeah. Look at
Is he
him.
based off something?
His
Like an
name
animal?
is Angel. This is the bird beast. His name is Angel Nectar. Angel's Nectar. He's just a little goopy. He's just a little goopy boy.
I love him.
And this is actually a bird beast of the creator of the bird beasts. So I have their
Oh
receipts
my
up.
god, it's come full circle.
Okay.
Okay, I need bird beast plushies.
Yeah.
I need bird beasts in the style of the Croconana.
Okay, so we're
'Cause
gonna
it's
start
a
with
match
this
made
one.
in heaven. Like, please, please, I'm begging.
I'm gonna start with this one. And we're gonna take this.
I was about to say for a second, Aster? Oh, you're not Aster. You're mean Aster.
mean Aster, yes. Convert brightness to opacity.
Yes, I know the
Convert-
bangs are entirely different,
Brightness.
but come on, with the Ahoge, it's not that far off.
Everybody has an Ahoge if it's drawn by Ori. Don't
This is very
don't
true.
be tripping.
You need Bird Beast Outcast merch, Allie? Maybe stickers.
Allie's
Maybe Bird Beast
Milano.
stickers.
Allie's Mel is such a sticker, and I need it really bad.
Really is.
That's what we're calling
Allie,
him,
if you
Allie.
make it
Mel.
into a sticker, I will buy it.
You also made my entire day, Allie.
And I will put it on my laptop. And then I'll buy another to put on my planner.
All right. Beautiful. He's Aster. Nice. All right. Yes, this guy's not a bird. He's a bitch. As apparently many
Ah.
are. Okay. I think
But this
you
isn't
need to
Vampire
be-
Bitch.
No. Do we want...
Who
Okay.
can we tell is this?
This is, I don't think anybody we know. They attacked me. Hold on. I have to go to bookmarks.
She really does. She really does with the Ahoges.
Oh, yeah. It's part of my style.
Ahoge for you,
Yes.
Ahoge for you,
Familiarity is the artist.
Oh.
And they attacked me and drew Sinnet. They drew Bashful Shark Boy, Flustered Shark Boy, Sinnet. And that was just a
the
random
flustered
attack.
Shark Boy I commented on? Or different?
Yeah, the one in... Yeah. Yes, you.
Oh,
He looks
makes
so
sense.
flustered. I love it. That's you. Yes.
Yep.
This is their
Wanted
OC.
to make sure. I'm spreading the appreciation. I gotta.
Yes. You do gotta.
I no longer have to keep my thoughts to myself. I can comment.
I mean, you never did, but yeah.
I never did on stream, but where are the chances of those artists finding us on here? And hearing my rave?
I mean, I do specifically have on my Art Fight profile that we do streams every Thursday. However, who knows?
Who knows?
Who really knows? Okay. Ace Attorney music, you're too loud.
I love how we went for entirely different musicals there.
Oh my god. I can breathe again. I can hear again. I can draw.
Yay!
Wow, yeah, I didn't
Addie's
really
Ahoge
draw a
has
lot
to
of
be
bitches.
curly? That checks out. You are drawing a lot of bitches this week. You got Guard 1, you got
Okay.
Averett.
Yeah, guys, I
got
finished
Vampire
it!
Child.
I finished that first entry for Mars!
Yes! You have lines to color!
She
Mars
can
is
color
working
now!
and Mars is employed!
You were always employed, just as the writer. Don't act like
This
you
is
didn't have
true.
work.
Oh, I did. I'm just so sad I didn't get to work on the second half today. I was really hoping to, and I got swamped. So sad.
Oh, so guys, I had asked Dylan before. I was like, all right, what do I call like this, right? What do I call content creation and everything? Because it's not a job, right? It doesn't make enough money for it to be a job. And technically, if I had to drop it, I could, you know. But it's definitely more than a hobby because it has like deadlines and stuff. And he goes, what about Jobby? And now it's a Jobby. Now everything's a Jobby.
Jobby.
Jobby is the way.
I would say add that to our dictionary.
Yeah, Jobby. So when I talk about Jobby stuff, this is the sort of thing I'm talking about. The comic is a Jobby. The videos is a Jobby. Streaming is a Jobby.
Streaming is a Jobby. Editing is a Jobby. TikTok is a Jobby.
All Jobbies. Master has given Jobby a sock. Master has given Jobby a sub.
You're right, Jicotomy.
Ah. There you go. What was my brain doing before?
That's a very good question.
I lost it. I had it.
Yes. My employment arc begins.
Oh yeah. Do we want to see?
How's that work? Let's go.
Let's quickly look at the other ones that I have on here. The other revenges that I have. I'm very happy. This one is a dragonborn paladin that's themed after like strawberry ice cream. And so I have them licking a strawberry ice cream because I plan to title the piece Cannibalism? Question mark? Because I feel like that's fitting. Sometimes their name is Caramel Crusader.
What a name.
Look at this. Great design. Convert brightness to opacity. But I'm definitely like, I had to. You ate it. See, they're different eggs.
Oh my God.
Unless you had a twin that you consumed. But I don't know. I really enjoy...
Master has given Jobby a sub.
Okay, dichotomy. There is a short. There is a YouTube Shorts creator, and you know they're honestly probably a TikToker first, but I cannot remember the name off my top of my head. But her like one of her bits is she has a house elf. His name is Bobby. And
oh my God.
Bobby is just a little freak. And she is not here, but it's just like the whole bit. Multiple of it is just how much of a little freak that he is. And then she became like best friends, it seems, with this other shorts creator. And honestly, they are a pair. It's lovely. They're great. I love them being friends. It's perfect for them. And so her character comes in, and all she wants to do is cook Bobby, but Bobby's like into it like half the time. You know what I'm talking about. So Bobby's into it like halfway, right? But then when it's actually like she's gonna actually kill him and eat him, it's like a whole thing. I mean, you totally could dichotomy. I mean, half of these are like this is a D&D OCs. If not more than half, I think of characters on our fight are TTRPG OCs. So. Ooh,
D&D one-shot tomorrow? Nice, Pastry Puff.
Nice.
Do we know the setting? Do we know the setup? Do you have a character?
Yeah, is it a character we've seen? Allie, I love that our algorithms are like so similar that I can like describe a content creator to you and you're like, I've seen that one. I'm like I'm glad that like you can relate and know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's grand.
It helps so much.
It does. It's such a vibe when it's just like, oh, I know that one. It's like, oh, okay, I'm not insane. It sucks that it's difficult to, like, know the names of the creators sometimes. I wish it was easier, but I don't know what you would change for shorts, right? I feel like shorts are just inherently difficult to know the name of the creator. That's why I think Bistro Huddy did a really good job, where they have the little like ending card. And I did that with a group of our shorts, and I think that worked fine. I just forgot to do it this time because I was in a rush.
Next time, don't worry.
Haunted house.
Not a character we've seen.
A comedic haunted house. Ooh. I mean, I definitely appreciate it, Allie. I know a lot of her stuff has to do with being a ginger, but I can't remember if her name has ginger in it. Bistro Honey is so... Allie! Oh, top tier shit. I'm so glad. I feel like at this point I could fucking name any shorts creator, and Allie's like, I know that one. I'm so glad. I feel seen.
Do we put that to the test?
Oh, God. I don't know. I'd have to sit here and be able to think of people. Stanzi Potenza, I think is her name. If you've seen all these people, I feel like you had to see her. Yeah, Allie. Did you sneeze, Mars? Is that what the fuck that noise was?
Okay. Yes, that was a sneeze. I muted myself.
Yeah, but part way through, so I got...
You start watching the Adventure Zone! Nice, Pastry!
Nice! Balance? Bureau of Balance?
I mean, that is the first one.
Yes! See,
but
Allie...
Are you jumping around?
Allie
Did you
knows.
start with a different arc?
Allie knows. See, the test is easy, Allie.
I'm telling ya. We never do see Allie and Ori in the same room, do we?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, I'm making a third comic without Mars involved. Uh-oh. She's on to me, guys.
Ooh, starting from the beginning. Nice, Spaceship.
Nice.
I know it's probably a bit early, but do you have a favorite? Mine is Taco.
It's Taco.
I fucking love Taco.
Fucking love Taco. I love Taco. I love Taco.
Magnus is probably second. I do adore Meryl.
Meryl is great.
Somebody's gotta be third, but he's no less love.
Oh, okay, you're in it, Pastry Puff. You're in it.
Okay, you're going.
Yes, Taco is great. Taco only gets better. Taco has no notes. I have no notes for Taco. I love Taco. He's beautiful.
Fuck you.
Abraca fuck you is fantastic. Honestly, so every moment with Taco is a treasure, and he only gets better. Pastry Puff, he only gets better.
I'm going to describe it like this: Taco is the personification
Vicky Boss
of how Adventure Time began and ended. Started out as a goof, and then got the existential dread.
I will say, I don't think any of the other ones hit as hard as Balance does. None of the other ones have the
did it for me.
Same...
I was crying at some point during those
sobbing at the end. I was sobbing at the end. I cried at the last. I cried many times.
I was crying.
I was sobbing during work because I was working when I was listening to the Adventure Zone. I was in an internship at an arboretum, and I was weeding. I was always weeding. That was so. It was just like
just flashed
great
me back to how fucking long ago this was.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? No, because fucking we watched it Mars when Bureau of Balance was coming out, which hurts.
Yeah, I know.
But
not even, because I didn't watch it until you finished it and were able to recommend it to me a couple of years down the line.
But yeah, so it was like, oh my lord. But yeah, I was crying at work, and I had to re-listen to the end of the last episode because I had to, like, not cry at work, and then I was, like, crying in my car.
What do you mean? We cry on company time.
So good. So happy to have the comic.
It was beautiful.
I'm in the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
All right. Amnesty is fun. I don't think I had a favorite in Amnesty. I really wanted to like Duck more because I like Justin. I think Justin's my favorite brother. But like, They're all so good. Ned was really great because, like, he's Grunkle Stan vibes all the way. So Ned was good. And what came after that? Graduation. It had to be Griffin's character.
Graduation was the next.
Had to be Griffin's character. I'm sorry, Justin. Fearbowl didn't do it for me as much. Definitely.
I had skipped those,
You
and then I
skipped
jumped
Amnesty
into
Graduation?
Ether Sea, but I never finished Ether.
I never finished Ether Sea. I'm having difficulty recalling.
I did enjoy Clint's character in Ether
Yeah,
Sea.
he was good. I'm trying to remember everybody.
He had a really based line that just was like, okay, you are my favorite for this arc.
And then there's
the
having a
story.
few more arcs that I just haven't I have
Oh,
not seen.
Pastry,
Oh.
I would listen to the Adventure Zone while doing different things around my house. So I would be gardening, I'd be weeding outside, I'd be planting flowers, I'd be doing laundry, I'd be folding. And there were
Yes.
times, I remember there was one specific joke in a later arc, you're very close to it actually, that had me collapsing, just a full body laughs, guffaws even. And I just collapsed on my bed wheezing. That joke got me so hard. I wish I could share what it is.
Can you say
is
anything that I
coming,
could get it
And
from?
it is brilliant. Huh?
Can you say anything that I could, get it, like, know what you're talking about from? Or no?
I think if I say the line... no, but that ruins the impact. I
No,
don't
just
think I could say the
just
line.
message me then.
Yeah, I'm just gonna message.
I really like
message you.
in the one where they're in like the western town. No, it's not the western town. They're doing the race. Taco has a line. He has a rant,
Yes.
actually. I love that. That
I
sticks
love
with me.
his rant. It's so good.
Yeah, so Allie, it's a D&D live actual play podcast, but technically it's really not D&D. It's D&D flavored collaborative storytelling because they do not play the game accurately in any way. Okay? It's very much they're vibing and telling a collaborative story. Okay, we'll stop Pastry Puff. We'll no longer talk about any of the upcoming things.
Good. Okay.
No more anything about future Adventure Zone. But so Allie, so it's very much just like they don't play it accurately to how you play D&D. It is very highly produced, for lack of a better word. So there's like music, and it's definitely like people had a lot of problem with it being very not accurate to playing the game, and they felt that like the DM railroaded the characters. I don't think that's what happened. I'm very certain they made this story together. How much of it was or was, I don't think it was ever scripted, but how much was or was not like communicated beforehand in like themes, who knows? Doesn't matter to me. The storytelling is a fun time. There's definitely 100% a lot of improv, if not entirely improv, because that's what they are. Improv family.
It's all improv.
And so, like,
But there's also really heartfelt moments.
yeah,
too.
they have really moments. They're very good at the
These
collaborative
characters
storytelling.
go through art.
It's not about the playing of D&D. It ends up being fully about the story that Griffin created that the rest of the family got to act out in the way that they wanted to, right? It very much is the foundation of TTRPG down to a very base level. I don't think any of the other,
I
it's
see.
still
Well,
good though,
what I'm
Pastry Puff.
hearing
It'll be
is
still good.
that's not our fault. So that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's not ours. We didn't spoil, so it's all good.
Unless we did.
But
Don't tell.
all the characters are great and everything. It's really nice. It's really fun. Allie, I will say,
Allie,
my-
the trick is to jot down notes during the
if
session.
if I would actually say, my biggest thing to do for any TTRPG, and this is anybody, pastry puff, anybody who plays, if you do not go and write quotes from you or other people during your session, in character or not, you're missing out. I do not think that you need to do
we have
whole
so
notes.
many quotes.
The amount that
From our
at least
session.
personally, I remember from all the campaigns we've done is significant. And then on top of that, we literally have a Discord server for our thing. And oh, you like that one, Mars. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. It was
It's
just
the
such a
delivery.
random line, and the
It's
way
the
he delivered
delivery.
it,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
couldn't not laugh.
But yeah, and that character is fun, Mr. Fun. I like that character. He's a funny character interaction. But it's definitely writing down the quotes. We literally have just, we have the Discord server that we play in, and there's literally a channel that's just for session quotes. And, one doesn't necessarily happen every session. One doesn't happen all the time. But, like, at least
got
for
some
me,
bangers in there.
personally, I can remember what happened from the quote. Right? Like having the moment and getting to, like, remember what happened. Its centrally suspended nut revolves vertically to indicate the affirmative. I know exactly what that is. And that's not being sarcastic, I actually do know. But yeah, so
I just
really,
wasn't
really
thinking
fun.
you were gonna pick that one.
It was just a funny one. Like, Corey, what did you bark?
Like, Corey,
Oh.
what did you bark?
Oh, fuck, I'm a dog.
Ring my mind, I don't have a bell.
Yes.
Oh,
Emma's
from
got
your
a nat
character.
20.
I wasn't saying honey was evil.
I'm hitting some bread. I'm hitting someone with bread. Oh my god. Bread shot. Amazing. Oh, well,
Oh, I love
that's
this one
certainly
from
a
Doug.
start,
Do
Ellie.
I get a bonus because my dog flipped good?
Yes, love it. It was all about me being a dog. But
Oh, fuck, I'm a dog.
yeah, the quotes are great. Definitely adding stuff like that. Something that I always think is like a really cool idea, but I'd actually have to like do it for our own sessions so that I could actually like advertise it as a cool thing. But I think would be a really, really cool commission idea would be live
Alright.
live
give one more
TTRPG
quote.
session doodles. Continue. What's your last one?
This one's too good. This is a magic artifact, not a therapist.
Yes.
We'll leave off on that one. That one was peak.
But yeah, so I think it'd be a really cool thing to do of doing like live, TTRPG session doodler. If that makes it as like a commission option. Allie, I don't take very good notes. This is a me personal thing. I will say, me personally, I remember a lot of shit. So, like, I was never a big note taker. I don't learn from writing as much as I do learn from listening. But, like, yeah, I feel like that would be so cool. Imagine being hired to sit in to somebody else's, like, D&D session to just listen to their shenanigans and doodle shit. Like, I feel like that would be a
That'd be
really cool
awesome.
thing to commission. And you just pay, like...
It's a transcriber, but doodling.
And you only charge, it's like hourly, right? So your session is 3 hours. All right. What's your hourly rate? If it's $20 an hour, then that's $60.
You just made
$60.
$60.
But that's not even expensive for a commission though, right? And I'm just doodling.
Oh, no, not at all.
So that would be pretty wild. And
That's
I
on,
think
like,
that'd be
the-
super cool.
Not the low end, but like kind of in the middle for commission.
It's definitely not an expensive commission, you know? My problem is, Allie, I actually have to sit down and do it for our sessions, and then I should, like, sit in on somebody else's live actual play, because, you know, the, like, Twitch ones, you know, people, like, stream them, right? And doodle there, too, so that I have, like, examples, right? And then you can link. It would work better for the Twitch ones, because then you can link the stream, and then link, you know, and post the doodles you did for that session or something, right? And so it is just like, how many doodles roughly, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You could, like, give things. If I was trying to be an artist as a job, I would try a lot harder than that, but I just don't have the fucking time, which makes me very sad, because I think that'd be so, so cool.
That'd honestly be amazing.
Ugh.
One day, maybe. When we retire, Ori.
Yeah, that'll be, instead of being like a, instead of being a handyman, that's what I'm gonna do. Be a TTRPG live, actual play drawer. What was I doing in my
Okay,
brain?
so Allie, you just amend that. Instead of just bitch, now Theodore is a bitch god.
There you go. Done.
There you go.
But I think everybody, because if I'm being
Note-taking
honest,
made easy.
if I take too many notes, I stop actually being part of the session. So me personally, I just don't take a lot of notes. But I'm also fairly good at remembering things. I'm not good at remembering names necessarily, but I'm good at remembering, like, big picture stuff and arc stuff and, like, you know, what we're supposed to do most of the time. When we have big breaks in between, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. I'm so curious to see how this Sunday's gonna go down.
Yep. Where's my thing?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I only managed to do one doodle from our sessions during the sessions, and it's this one, which is honestly some of my best work. But, yes.
That was just so cute.
It's so cute. So
CB
cute.
doggos.
Yeah, vibes, Ellie. Yeah, honestly, literally take notes like about what you as a character would have to take notes about, right? Like, it's like, all right, deliver message to town, you know, whatever, town message, you know,
Yeah.
you could just, like, jot. Isn't it, Allie, this
That's
is
the easiest way to do it.
me, my character, who has a sword that can allow me to turn into a wolf. But I'm like I'm like a crow person. So, like, technically I'm a magpie person.
She basically made a crow
So I have
collar
feathers.
in universe.
Yeah. So I have feathers as a wolf and my little spectacles. And then our other table mate is a kitsune, which can turn into just a fox and has like a little magic bandana scarf. And we just cuddling. Link? Yeah. Link. But not the Link doesn't change because of the sword. But I'm very proud of that doodle. Yeah, of course it gives Link. If we talk about I draw furry-ish. I don't know what my anthro art style is furry adjacent. I wouldn't call it full
It's
furry.
furry adjacent, but it's not full furry.
Yeah. It's furry adjacent. Which is exactly what Link is. So of course Wolf Link is, you know, it looks like Wolf Link, you know? Okay, there we go. Great.
Good times.
Yeah.
My character is a Kolo, and sadly I cannot turn into a full hyena.
Yes, but that
But
makes
I get
Mars a
I get some
hyena
other
collar,
cool shit.
basically. Because
Which I'm more than okay with.
it's really funny. So technically the characters, the
Wink to the
species that Mars and my characters are not human, animal hybrids. They're not like collars at all. They
I
are
want to hear
classic
about 'em,
anthro.
Allie.
They're classic anthro. And but collars are cooler. Sue me.
We're not biased at all. Why would we be biased using our own creation variant instead of the one that the books give us? We're not biased.
Yeah. I like what I like. I will say I'm very proud of my ability to draw full anthro characters these days, though.
That tiger you drew the other day was insane.
Okay, I will say,
Miss, I struggle with muzzles. And
because
wanted
Mason likes to
die
treat it
during
like
one of,
another word.
I think it was Dylan's character had a muzzle. Or was it Ivan's character?
Which one? I haven't drawn any of the characters from our current campaign, and I'm sad that I haven't.
But you had to draw a
Jesus.
muzzle at one point, and you really weren't happy about it.
Yeah, I was struggling with this character I'd made for Dylan for a campaign that he was playing 2 years ago now. Jesus. And I did it on stream, and I wished for death.
Yes, this is the one I remember.
This came
This
super
is
easily.
the one I remember.
I literally went to Dichotomy's Discord because Dichotomy's Discord has a bunch of furries, and one of them is an artist that I was very inspired by their anthro art shapes and stuff and how they do it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to draw one of their characters that they show off that I really like, and it came out pretty good. And I'm like, all right, guys. Give me your anthro characters. I wish to practice. And I fucking banged them out real fast as little doodles.
Damn.
I'm very fucking happy.
It's a good way to get the practice in.
Yeah, I literally was just like, I'm just gonna doodles practice.
And
And
here we go.
yeah, it worked out.
Off to the races.
Dichotomy literally made a thread for me. So this is Surreal Lampost's character. And then I did...
Oh, okay.
This is,
Ooh, loving the colors here.
Pigeon's character. So a possum. And this is Dichotomy's boyfriend's bat character.
Oh, that possum is so good.
Which is definitely closer to
Fuck,
color.
that possum's good.
But then what I'm super happy about is this is Molly's
look at that.
Sona Scamp, who's like a shrimp cat. Also cannibalism, but I loved this one. I was very proud of this one. And then ever since, I just fucking locked in apparently.
Dang. I was wondering what you meant by shrimp cat, and now I see, and I'm like, that checks
Shrimp
out.
cat, yeah.
Penguin, hello.
Hello, penguin.
Hope you're having a good night.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to me, but I will say, I hit an art level up. I was talking to Mars yesterday. I really feel like I hit like another tier of artist where I'm like, honestly, I could draw anything that I haven't drawn before and do it pretty good. Because I drew those little goobers, the bird beasts, the
You drew the
anthro stuff.
birdies, you did the tiger.
Yeah, the tiger. I'm very
damn.
happy with
Level
my
up.
art ability. I always admired that. An artist I really admired on the internet for a long time is Drawing with Waffles, and she came back after a lot of health issues, so I'm glad she's back. And I fucking cried.
Gosh, I've been wondering.
I fucking cried when she came back. I was like, oh my god, this is such a big thing.
Oh.
Because she's definitely probably one of my biggest like art content creator inspirations, as like somebody that I actually
So
like
glad
followed
she's
and watched do
okay.
art. And oh yeah, she's doing a lot better now, and she's back to videos, and I'm very happy for her.
Oh,
And
that's excellent.
but she would just draw, just draw along with me, right? That's like what she would do. And my brain is dying. I'm sorry. Hold on. And she would like it felt like, she could doodle anything. right? You know, you get those artists and you're on like a thing and it's like, oh, wow. You know, even this new thing with these new art supplies that they get, or they're drawing something they don't draw a lot or never before. And it's like, wow, it still turned out really good, you know, for their like first time, right? Maybe it's not like as good as like when they draw something, you know, on their own, but it's pretty damn good. And it was always like, damn, that's such a skill. Like, I didn't have that skill. And I feel like I finally hit that skill. I'm very proud of myself.
You have.
Those were
Be
like
incredibly proud of yourself. That's awesome.
big art leaps was definitely being able to draw a character from any style, even ones that were beyond, like, very different from my personal style. So, like, Randy Cunningham would be very different from my personal style. In my style, that was a big leap at one point. I was like, oh my god, I could do it, because I struggled hard to translate characters that were not similar to my style into my style. And then, now it's being able to draw anything. Anything.
Achievement unlocked.
Achievement get. Art
Achievement
achievement. Yeah, so that's what I am. I'm not a professional artist. I'm not a hobby artist. I'm an entrepreneur.
But you are a proud artist.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We stand here. I stand myself. And I look back on my old art and I am still very proud. Like, I don't think that Reagan is ever gonna be something I'm not proud of. I love that Reagan Arataka I did. I'd be hard pressed to get to a point where I don't like that one. And the Vash.
Oh, that
Both
unlocks
fantastic
something.
ones.
That hella unlocks something in you.
No one is safe. No one is safe in Art Fight. No one is safe. This is the first year I
No,
drew
they're
Anthros.
really not.
This is the first year I didn't just draw like people-ish characters. I'm 99% sure. I drew flat face furries, but those are different. Those are a separate category. They're closer to collars. They're closer to what Ferrix is. So I'm not counting them. Also, it is really wild.
The great Reagan Arataka.
It's really, really wild how much cats can be drawn from the front, but dogs can't.
Dogs are definitely more
it's
of a
all about the
struggle, and
snoot.
I feel like it's because they got,
It's all about the
big
snoot.
snoot.
It's all about the snoot. You know, canids have a longer snoot 90% of the time, where felines don't. It's much more flat. You know, it's much more... Smushed is not the word, because it's not really smushed, but it's just much flatter. So like like a tiger from the front looks like a tiger, but a wolf from the front is like kind of weird.
Kind of funky looking.
Same with
not gonna
birds.
lie.
You can't do even like birds of prey.
Looking at birds head on is
Looking
cursed.
at specifically birds of prey, because so like you have this innate thing in your brain, birds' eyes are on the side, right? Except maybe owls. But birds of prey
Mostly
eyes are
because
not
you
on the
see them in
side.
profile.
Birds of prey eyes are not on the sides, they're the front. So they could look straight on at you. It's just odd.
They're freaky little bitches.
It's just weird. Okay.
Is this why the little bird in K-pop Demon Hunters is always in profile?
Yes, actually. Definitely.
You need a bird beast facing forward. Allie, I was literally thinking of drawing one
I tried.
and basing it off of my other cat, Scurry.
You want to see the one I
I
tried?
was gonna try. Because now I think I have to make bird beast homages to all my other cats. If Misty's gonna get one, now I gotta do it for all of them.
Hold on. I'll show
But I
you
gotta
guys
vary
the
up the
one
poses.
that I
I gotta
tried.
keep things interesting.
Let me grab it. I'm getting it.
Let's take a look. Let us see the beast.
It's very cursed.
I mean, bird beasts are supposed to be cursed.
Look at him. He technically would need the mouth
Oh my god.
to be like this somehow.
No thoughts, all derp.
Wild.
I love him. This is like a How to Train Your Dragon moment. I just want to reach out and boop his snoot.
Okay, where is your halo, good sir? There it is. I must erase. All derp. Head empty.
There are no thoughts in that head. You know, it's so
why am I
funny
doing
that we were talking about Birdbee. Because I recently watched a movie. This was a movie that was made by the studio Cartoon Saloon. They were the creators behind Secret of Kells and Song of the Sea. And their most recent movie, at least to my knowledge, I don't know if they've come out with anything since, was called My Father's Dragon, based off a book series. And quick tangent, but it definitely does not hold a candle to Song of the Sea or Secret of Kells. Those are still in the 1-2 spots, the first and second spots. But it was all right. There is a dragon, as the movie implies, and it basically looks nothing like a dragon. It definitely looks like a plush. It looks like it could be mass marketed and produced into a stuffed toy for kids to buy after watching the movie. But now that we have the context of Birdbee, I'm leaning toward the dragon in this movie was actually a bird beast.
Ah.
Because he fits that vibe way more than he ever did dragon.
Wild.
Yes, they also made Wolfwalkers.
Yes.
Here's how I rank them, Pastry Puff. Song of the Sea, number 1. Literally, one of my favorite movies of all time. I adore that movie. I watch it over and over. The storytelling is fantastic. The emotional heart is great. The characters are phenomenal. The soundtrack is gorgeous. And the animation, like, I always loved Cartoon Saloon's experimental animation. They did it in Secret of Kells too, where because it was told in a medieval setting, they went for a more tapestry look. So they really played around with like perspective and like transitions between scenes. And there was so much shape language all throughout the movie. It was so good. Song of the Sea, number 1. Secret of Kells, number 2. Wolfwalkers, I put at number 3. I did like it. It's still in the top 3. I definitely feel like by the time they got to Wolfwalkers, it was slowly starting to become more mainstream. Like, as much as I love the song Running with the Wolves, it does come across as, this is a pop song we inserted into the movie. Whereas in Song of the Sea, we have, yes, a song, but it's part of the story, and it's a very important part of the story. It's not there to sell a soundtrack. It's there to be very, very meaningful to the characters and the plot. But I still enjoyed Wolfwalkers. It felt like they were pushing more toward that general audience. My Father's Dragon is where they go headfirst into the general audience. I was like, I am watching a kid's movie right now, in the sense that you put on this movie to entertain your kids, and this is very hard for me to get into.
Oh, I see what he looks like.
So
he looks like a
My
dinosaur.
Father's Dragon is definitely sitting at number 4, unfortunately. Oh, and 4.
And the art style is
fitting.
very different.
Oh, what kind of art style?
No, I'm saying like My Father's Dragon. Like the backgrounds still look like it, but the characters don't.
Still look. So, interesting about My Father's Dragon, it was made during pandemic time, which I have no doubt impacted the production of the movie. But it's so interesting because Secret of Kells, you can argue, is a very flat-looking movie. But
that's not
it's
the
designed
problem.
to be flat because it's so stylized.
Yeah,
and it creates this intrigue in how they play with the shapes and how they play with the perspective. Like I mentioned,
character design is definitely
it makes you want to look at it. Whereas in My Father's Dragon,
stronger.
It's just flat. I really don't know how else to
My
describe
Father's
it.
Dragon is flat in a simple way. Secret of Kells is
that was it.
Stylized.
My Father's Dragon is very
be a
overly
book.
simplified.
And they also, I think what's really, 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 really throwing with me is they really changed how they draw people.
Yeah.
The
I
way
gotta be honest, I did not like how they drew the boy in
that's
My
what I'm
Father's
looking
Dragon.
at.
There's a scene where he looks out the window and smiles. And it looks so unnatural. I'm like, why didn't I think this when I watched the boy
Like, these
in
are
Song
all
of the Sea?
the same
Like,
studio.
He smiles at the camera, and I'm like, he looks fine. But when the boy in My Father's Dragon does it, it looks creepy. Song of the Sea, my beloved.
But it's like these are all like the same studio. You can see this one getting a little more Disney, but the texture, you know, even in the whole thing is very but like the proportions, the roundness,
see
the eyes,
the shape is always
the shape
there.
language, and
They
the
have very
texture in
distinct
the
shape
other
and
stuff
texture.
too. Yeah, like even the animated parts have texture. And then you look at the
Guys,
My
watch Song
Father's
of the
Dragon.
Sea. Please watch Song of the Sea. I am begging you.
And then you look
watch
at the
Song
My
of
Father's
Sea.
Dragon. Like the backgrounds are definitely the same. But who is this? This is
Yeah,
not
it just-
you.
It
Not
doesn't
her.
hit.
Like, she obviously doesn't have the round face like the rest of these characters do. You can't see this character's face, but it's very similar to this style.
Yeah.
You know, and then of course I can't remember her name, but her face is also very
in
very
the Secret
round.
of Kells
Um,
poster.
You can't see her face. No. The Wolf Walker's girl, the redhead. Maeve, yeah. All very round. They all look very the same. But what is this?
That was another thing. They got rid of the sketchy lines. They
Yeah.
cleaned it up.
There's no texture. There's no texture
there was no
anymore.
texture whatsoever. Also, can you guys see the bird beast in here?
I
Like-
see where you're going, yeah. He looks like a dinosaur though to me. He looks like a dinosaur.
It's definitely done purposefully.
And it's
My biggest
interesting.
problem with the dragon, they gave him the personality of Olaf.
I'm trying
And
to see what
it's not
came first.
Frozen 1 Olaf, it's Frozen 2
But in the
Olaf. So I was like,
books-
oh, I need you to stop talking right now.
The
please.
books come up right with the covers.
What are the covers?
So that's one of
the
them,
books
and I
look
see
like?
that. But
I'm
then
so
I also
curious.
see. Okay, I see, like, the dragon is definitely this style dragon. I don't know which came first, though, because I also
There's
see...
shading, there's texture, there's
Yes.
rounding.
But I see where the dragon
I can
design
look
came
depth.
from. You know what I'm saying? But what I...
Yeah.
But my next thing is saying... Did this one come first?
No, the books were first.
No. Did this book cover come first?
Oh, that I could not answer.
I think it did. Oh, I think it did.
Huh.
Because now I'm seeing this triple set. This says My Father's Dragon. This says The Dragons of Blue Land. With this guy.
Oh, okay.
This says My Father's Dragon. With a lion.
That's not confusing at all.
So, what is that? Also, I'm sorry. This child looks nothing like that boy.
No, not even close.
I
What's
whisked
that?
it away. Where's my hat?
What is the hat?
Where's my socks?
my
Where's my
hat?
boots? No. But okay, I think my favorite interpretation though, I think my favorite cover is this one.
Ooh, let me see.
This is what they should have gone with. This is the art direction that should have happened.
Ooh, yes.
This is the art direction that should have happened.
That should have happened.
Yes, this is the correct one. I don't care. I don't care.
We still would have had an Olaf personality coming out of that good design, but at least I'd have something pretty to look at.
Yeah, this is the correct cover. I don't care. This
And
is
that's
the
what bums
correct
me out
cover.
so much about it. I love Cartoon Saloon stuff. Like I've always seen them as like a hidden gem
You
type
know,
of
they
studio
they talk
because
about
of the movies they've done. Like every movie that came before felt like passion projects, and this one just felt so hollow to me. I was so sad.
it's very classic And it really is the way how capitalism is considered the death of art, right?
It truly is.
And you can definitely
Because this one was the
why.
most mainstream of them. It had pop culture references, it had modern jokes, it had the poop humor, the snot humor, and I'm just like, what?
There's
What
a
are you
whole
doing?
thing, and there's
You
a
went
whole
from
thing,
Secret Kells to this?
and it's really unfortunate. But the whole thing is like, when attempting to appeal to a wider audience, right? Because that's what they say. It needs to appeal to a wider audience. All
I
you're
hate
doing is stripping it. Right?
Because when you make it appeal to everyone, it appeals to no one.
Because you're just making it bland and boring, and the whole thing, like you're just, it is no longer the thing that it was. And so it really is unfortunate that, I think that's what's happened. And it's one of those things, it's a very difficult, thing to deal with. Because people need money to live.
Such a mood, Canadian Lucifer.
No, seriously, Canadian Lucifer.
The audience.
Seriously, I give no shits about what y'all think in the sense of, like, we're making the story we want and you like it or not, right? Now, we all vibe, so I will be surprised if you don't like it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it is very much like, yeah, we're making it for us and nobody else. And nobody else can tell us otherwise. There's a difference between doing that and taking criticism. There's a difference there. You can take criticism, but you also have to be able to recognize when the advice is, for lack of a better term, worthy of being considered.
Well, that's why it's called constructive criticism, because you can take that and then decide if you're going to do something with it. If it's simply just like not constructive or not.
Well, yes, but people
to what you're
can
making.
give constructive criticism and you can still go, yeah, no, but I like it, but I want it this way. Like, this is how it's supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying. It's up to you if you want to take it or not.
Exactly.
But the idea with constructive criticism is that, in theory, you could do something with it if you choose so.
But that very is the unfortunate thing. Everybody needs money to live. And, if your job isn't making, these things, then you have less time to make those things because you need to make money doing your other job. But that is very much why, yeah.
I'm just going to believe that the pandemic is what screwed them over and kept them from making what they wanted to and hope that the next one is a return to form.
But that's definitely why Mars and I are like, nope, this will always be side project.
Oh, yes. We answer to no one but ourselves.
We answer to no one but ourselves. It would have to be a really, really sweet deal in our direction to work with any company, and I don't think it ever will be. And I will never design to merch. Because I fucking know that our next characters are going to be fucking bitches to do anything with. But I want them to look a certain way. It's going to be a pain in the ass to draw. But, if that's what I want, then it's what I want. I really have to stop myself from like drawing anything for the next comic every time. I'm like, no, I can't be that invested yet.
No, bad Ori.
I really want to design them. I really do.
I know you do,
but I can't.
You do. I want to start making the personalities for these new characters. Like I'm itching for it, but I'm like, no, I gotta think about the Outcast Boys.
I need to design more characters.
I need to take care of my oldest children, and then I'll send them off to college.
What we really need to do, Mars,
the next children.
What we really need to do, Mars, is we need to design the second pirate crew. I feel like that'll give us a little a little oomph that we
That'll give
want.
us more blorbos. That'll
Yeah.
make the brain.
That is
dopamine
both
happy.
Outcast related and like, ooh, new character design. Ooh,
stuff.
new characters to talk about.
Hey! All right. We could do that.
I mean, honestly, probably we won't do that.
No,
'Cause I
I'm
keep drawing
imagining a K-pop Demon Hunter AU where it's the Outcast boys versus the opposite pirate group.
Oh
as
my
the
God.
Sacha boy.
That would be wild. It's technically they all have too many members. Outcast Boys is
What makes this
closest.
AU so hard.
Well, Outcast has exactly the Saja Boys members.
Rage, hi.
Rage, hello. I think what's funny, Rage, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? I can't remember if we asked you.
Ooh, I must know.
Because if the answer is no, you must. I can't remember if
have
we brought
to.
this up.
As an artist, it will make you very happy on so many levels.
But, what was my brain saying? Yeah, the Outcast Boys, they fit the Saja Boys more. And then,
They do.
Everett and his two lackeys fit the K-pop Demon Hunters more.
Rage. All right, Rage,
Oh.
that is your homework.
It's on Netflix.
It'll be in the top 10 watches because it's still. Last
It's
I checked,
super
it was
good.
sitting at number 2.
It is
It was
one
sitting
of
at
the
number 2
best
for the week.
animated movies recently. Rage, if you've seen
Fandom is
Spider-Verse,
very wholesome. It's great.
the fandom's great. If you've seen Spider-Verse, same studio. Good shit.
The flicks of net, indeed, Allie.
Yeah. On them flicks of net. But top tier, I think you're gonna love it, Rage. It's great. Dylan is obsessed.
I'm still baffled by that. I did not think this would be the one to get
He loves K-pop. He loves K-pop. He loves J-pop. You know, I would say he's closer to you in music with like listening to like anime openings and shit. I have a couple.
Really?
Oh yeah, he loves.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Bling Blong Bong Born,
That's so
Otonoke.
funny.
Um,
No fucking way.
he likes the second Dungeon Meshi one more.
Really? I don't like that one very much. I like the first one.
Yeah, I love the first one more. Okay, Rage, let's see if this works and then I'll help you. Hold on.
I see Rage. Dylan is cool, Mason.
If this works. Dylan's very cool.
Or he's trying a thing.
I'm checking a thing. Because it didn't work on my phone, but sometimes the phone is just weird. Alphabet, help me. Here we are.
I mean,
Work.
Rage, sadly, we do live in a society.
They fixed it! So it doesn't work anymore, sadly.
No!
Very sad. They
How
fixed
could they?
the issue.
That's a problem with a lot of streaming services
Oh,
nowadays,
100% Rage.
It's like
That's
we've
why,
literally come full circle.
I literally, like, watched a thing, and it was about how, when Netflix, would, add itself to a new, like, region, they would literally look up, like, what was the most pirated movies and shows of that area, and then they would make sure to license them so they had them. So they had those shows. And it would show a decline, a rapid decline in pirating of those shows because Netflix was easier to deal with and safer, right? It was worth it and everything. But now that we have so many streaming services and so many things, it's not easier to do a streaming service. So it's easier to sail the seven seas once more and do stuff that way.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for
Like,
me.
if I'm being honest, I'm getting close to signing up for the Seven Seas site, Mars. I have to see how much it is. Well, because that you can't watch movies without being signed up.
That is true.
And they
And
used to have the
unfortunate.
glitch where if you clicked watch on playlist, you could still watch it.
I tried that. I think it stopped
It
working.
stopped working. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
testing before.
Bummed. The only reason I have Netflix now is I share it with my parents and they recently changed their plan. So
Mhm.
we're paying less than what we used to under this
Oh.
new plan.
That's
So
nice.
I'm just watching what they're paying for basically.
No, 100% rage. It's
Which is nice.
ridiculous.
Nah,
Honestly,
Rage, I respect the boycott.
honestly, it's really cheap, Mars.
Send me the price.
It's $30 a year.
What the fuck?
Is kind of insane.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
Like,
that's kind of insane.
Excuse me?
That's kind of insane.
Nani?
Yeah. No, that's exactly the point, Canadian Lucifer. That's exactly the idea. That's pretty wild.
More power to you, Rage. I think what I'm
Crazy.
kind of enjoying the most out of this is that Sony made a better musical and a better villain song than Disney has been in the last couple years. I will be honest, I have been riding that high. And their strong female characters are actually strong, but they're also allowed to be weird dorks
Damn.
in a good way. Not in the
That's
Asha
just
way.
crazy. It's cheaper than Crunchyroll. I'm like a little like
That's
I'm
not
thinking
okay,
about
well,
it.
See, I heard something about Crunchyroll that pissed me off is
Yeah.
that they were using AI to generate their subtitles.
No, they even said against AI, that they were against AI.
Yeah, they said that, and then apparently
Well,
it was in this one anime that probably people like. It's not a mainstream anime. I can't remember what it was. I wish I could, but apparently one of the subtitles actually had like the AI's name, like they left it in the subtitle. It was like
Oh.
name of AI
jeez.
and then the translation, and it was really bad.
Crazy. Welcome back,
I
Estrog.
think everyone called
Yes,
out
Idol
Crunchyroll
is a
net.
beautiful
Hi, Estrog.
song.
Oh, Idol was so good.
If I'm being honest, I don't think I'm gonna give up Crunchyroll currently, solely because I want to actually support. Like, I need to actually make it.
Yeah.
Like, Link Click needs the dub, please. If I didn't
Link
care
Click
too
really
much,
needs the dub.
if I didn't care about like making stuff have dubs, I'd be like, we're going full pirate, baby. But like,
Yeah.
I need.
Oh, Takedown
need-
is good, Allie. I love Golden though.
Dylan loves how it's done.
Golden is such
Idol.
a good mix of
I think it goes
a-
Idol. How
Mhm.
it's done, Soda Pop, Takedown for Dylan.
Okay.
He's not a big one of Golden, and this is what it sounds like. I will say, every time I've listened to fucking This Is What It Sounds Like, I like get choked up. I like die a little
I
bit.
get choked up when the
can't
audience
do
joins
it.
in.
I
I'm
can't
like,
do it. It's like,
One of the big things, I actually
I
had this
love
realization
Golden.
as I was driving home, because of course I'm listening to the soundtrack during my commute. I'm listening to Golden, and there's one moment where it switches from them singing and it kind of sounds like, oh, fun pop song, to when the main character starts singing about like her, what's going on in her life. I'm like, oh, not only is this an I Am song, this doubles as the I Want song.
Mm-hmm.
Well fucking done.
So good. No, I literally, I was like, I listened to the whole thing on my way home today, and I was just like, okay, yeah, every time,
Guys,
this is what it sounds like just gets me. I'm like, I can't do this.
I say this completely seriously. This is gonna sound crazy, but I mean it seriously. The layers in Soda Pop are insane. The layers of
Yes.
soda pop are insane.
They're all so good. They didn't miss on any, like none are a
Not
miss.
single one.
And that's impressive because I will say, I am very rarely enamored by entire soundtracks. I think the last time I'm like, I love every song. No, that didn't even count. That's a lie.
I even like I like Free. I like the love song.
Yeah, Free is good.
It's like,
No.
yes, it's about a love song, but it's also like,
Oh,
how
you
can we
finished it, huh?
fix what's broken right now?
No,
I was like,
100%
yes,
Page Two
that is the main driving factor.
But I'm trying to sit here and think of the last like full musical soundtrack that I listened to all of the songs.
Epic. Epic the musical.
Epic, yeah, epic. I don't skip epic
that's-
songs.
That's the most recent one. But if you're talking movies,
Yeah, I'm talking with visuals. I was gonna say Frozen, and I do like all of the songs. I would say I'd have to put Frozen. That's fucking like way too long ago though.
interesting.
God, ow. I'm 80 years old.
Shut up.
I looked up when
If
Frozen
you're
was
80, what does
released.
that make me?
Mars, I looked up when 79. I looked up when Frozen was released.
hate you. No. No, spare me this information.
It hurt.
Don't you dare. Fuck.
It hurts that it was that long ago that I'm like, this is a musical movie that I'm like
Hmm.
sitting here like I actually listened to all of the songs.
Okay.
Like I know all the Frozen songs.
So, Ori, how are we qualifying? Do we have to listen to all the songs or do
I
we
would
just
say-
have to like all the songs?
I would say that when you listen to the playlist, you don't have a song that you 100% every time always skip. You don't have to know it as well as the rest of them, but you have to like
You know what?
be definitely willing to listen to all of them.
You know what? I think I gotta go with Encanto then.
Encanto, oh. Encanto is a good newer
Encanto
one. You're right,
Is
you're right.
probably the most
I missed
recent,
Encanto. I missed Encanto. Like I forgot
'cause
about that
one
one.
had Family
I kept
Madrigal,
thinking-
Madrigal, Waiting on a Miracle. I think it was called Surface Pressure.
Yes, love Surface
We don't talk
Pressure.
about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
obviously.
The one with Isabella.
Isabella's song that I don't remember the name, of. But
yeah.
it is good. I do know the words.
And then the final one.
Oh, what else can I do? That's what it's called.
Yes.
And then the last one, I honestly just call the finale song, but it's also good.
Yes, I agree, Mason. I love Surface
Oh,
Pressure
Surface
is my
Pressure
favorite.
slaps.
100%. There's no question.
Surface Pressure was the one I was
Um,
playing on repeat.
I did not know that as strong.
Oh.
Frozen 2 has good songs, but for me it's like I only enjoy Into the Unknown and the other one Elsa sings that like has the same theme in it. When she's in the cave. Those are the only two I like from the second one that I like sit here and listen to. But like I know the entire Frozen soundtrack. Yeah, no, Encanto's... See, I will say I don't know the Encanto songs as well. I think it has to still be Frozen for me. Encanto has a good soundtrack, no question. But for me, I really only, like, look for Surface Pressure and We Don't Talk About Bruno from Encanto. They're good. I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the songs. But as, like, I'm trying to listen to this? No. Struck. Yes. Same Moana. I definitely knew some of the songs, but I
Ooh.
definitely didn't look for all
Moana
of them.
was also good.
Moana was also good. When did Encanto come
What
out?
songs are in Moana? You have Where You Are.
Where You
How
Are.
Far I'll Go.
How Far I'll
You're
Go.
Welcome.
You're Welcome. Shiny. And
Shiny. Okay.
the other one.
The last one is kind of a reprise.
Yeah, isn't it? I Am Moana.
Oh, and I'm forgetting the sailing song. that they sing when she first discovers the ship. Away, away.
Away.
Away,
Yeah,
away,
yeah.
da, 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 da. Ooh, what did I think about Moana soundtrack? I really like it. I will fight anyone that says Tamatoa's song is just a goofy villain song.
No, it's good.
No, it's
We know the
threatening.
way. That's what it is.
We know the way. Thank you. Away, away.
Yes, and then I am Moana. That one.
I am Moana. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, who you are, where you are. There's a bunch of
Where you are. Okay.
Well, it's where you are first, and then it's like the reprise is.
And then it gets
who you
reprised
are.
into who
Yeah,
you are.
exactly. And then we know the way is the finale.
The thing that drove me nuts as struck was when people started comparing Tamatoa's song to the king from Wish, Magnifico. And we're saying, well, Disney's never done a true villain song since they switched to 3D. Like the last one we had was Mother Gothel and that's it. Like Tamatoa was goofy, so Magnifico is goofy. I'm like, hold up. Tamatoa is not goofy. He's a foil to what Moana and Maui could become if they prioritize what's on the outside rather than what's on the inside. Also, he fucking torments Maui throughout the entire scene. He's threatening to eat them the entire time. How is this seen as just goofy?
But yeah, while I like Moana songs, I definitely would only say I'm super
I'm
here
all for hot
for
takes, but
there's
some takes out there where I'm just like, okay, media literacy is dead, and we
the
killed
main
it.
one. But oh my god, yeah, the Frozen soundtrack. I know every song 100% except the one the trolls sing. I still listen to it. I still enjoy it, but there's a lot of words in that one, so I just never. But every other one, even the fucking opening, I sang the opening in choir.
Beware the frozen.
No. I'm not talking about that one. Na
talking
na
about the
na
Music
hey ya
one?
na ya na
Oh,
na
that
hey ya
one.
hey ya na ya no na hey yo na na ya.
I forget about that one all the damn time.
That too,
Thank you,
pastry puff. Yes.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Concert incoming.
Oh, then yeah, Frozen Heart, of course. For the first time in forever. That's another great one. But of course you have Do You Want to Build a Snowman?
Man.
Yeah, so it's just the
Love is an Open Door.
That's
that
the-
one's next.
yeah. Dylan and I
Which I guess
know that
counts
one
as
too
a
as
villain
wet.
song.
Yeah, and it's a good villain
Because it-
song when you watch it again and you look at Hans the whole time.
Oh, you look at Hans the whole time and you look at what he's
You
saying.
fucking realize it's so good. It's so good.
What's the line? I've been spending my whole life
To
to find my own
place.
Not my own
Yep.
person, not
Nope,
my own
nope,
love,
nope.
my own place.
The look that he does
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
when he's like, we finish each other's sandwiches. He's like, fuck, fine.
He literally
he
has, a
so
look of,
has
oh god.
the face. Oh my god.
That's what I was gonna say.
But he looks so done. He's like, God damn it, I have to marry this one. Like, Jesus Christ. I love Summer. I even like People Are Better Than Reindeer. I mean, reindeer are better than people. The other way, I did that the wrong way.
You're not bumping Do You Want to Build a Snowman?
Of course, Let It Go. Fucking slaps. I also think what adds to me
That one's just
and
branded
does
in
help
our brains.
me and definitely
Fixer
probably
Upper.
specific. That's the only one that I don't know super well. I still like it. I
only
still
know
like
the
go with
chorus
it.
of that
But
one.
there's a lot.
Literally a strong. Hans
Yeah.
is so done during those scenes.
Scars is great. I really love though fuck. I'm blanking. Oh god, it went away in my head. I like Hellfire.
Oh, Hellfire.
Yeah, struck. Yeah, I love Hellfire. It's fire, Hellfire. The choir part is just good, but also
in my skin.
Poor Unfortunate Souls is great as well.
Oh,
Yes,
was
be
the,
prepared.
Like, OG.
Be prepared. No, it's great. No, Scars is great. Ursula's great. Frollo's great.
Give us good villain songs again, Disney. Study your idol, please.
I don't have an issue per se with the have good villain songs again, because I will say a lot of Disney movies had moved away from having a classic "this is the bad guy," and
they tried with Magnifico and failed.
Well,
miserably.
I don't. Wish doesn't exist in my head. Okay,
I wish
don't
Wish
know.
to not exist.
I don't know what you're talking about. That movie does not exist. But like, you know, Encanto doesn't have like a villain. You know, yeah, Moana has obviously, you know, Tomatoa, and it's a good song, but it doesn't have the same hit as like the ones we just talked about, because he's not the villain of the movie. You know, he is a villain in the movie.
Yeah, no wish embossing, say.
Same with
I see what you're getting at, where it's like there's more antagonists than there are villains.
Yeah. Or there's it's much more of like a versus self, you know, versus sort of thing, right?
Friends on the other side, yes.
Yes.
And
Oh,
I've got
Estrock, you're
friends
right.
On the other side.
That movie also has a fantastic soundtrack.
There was a campaign we played in D&D. I swear this is related. I think it was Dylan that
It is
referenced
Dylan.
the cards.
Oh,
the
yes.
cards will tell.
Because he fucking
The
loves
past,
that
the
song.
present, and the
That's
future
probably
as
his favorite
well.
Disney villain song. No, Dr. Facilier,
So fucking
also
good.
fantastic. Yeah, Friends on the Other Side is absolutely great. I will say I love the Princess and the Frog soundtrack. All of them are good. I love that one
Yeah.
too. There's not a
I
miss
can't
on that
think of
one
a
either.
bad song in that movie.
No. Should we call T- Amazing.
Wait, what are we calling Tebow?
Wish should have been called That's beautiful. And here comes Godot. There you go. There you go.
Oh my god,
Dr. Facilier was great.
I can't fucking breathe.
Yeah, Friends on the Other Side is fantastic. I love see Aladdin, Jafar didn't have like a full song, which is unfortunate. He just had a Prince Ali reprise, which honestly is a fun time.
And that was it.
It's a fun time, but it is a little disappointing that he didn't, because he's a fun villain in my opinion. I do wish he had a full song.
I wonder if it's because he kind of like sang his way through the song. Maybe that's why they didn't give him a full number.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Little disappointed, because I also would have been fun if Iago sang with him. That would have been great.
Okay, Ori, if you want to see Iago sing, watch Return of Jafar, and you will regret having ever asked for that.
No, I think that's the funny
Iago
part of it. No.
In Return of Jafar.
No. I think that's the funny part. I want Jafar to like he comes in to join and Jafar like kicks him, because that's the dynamic, right? Like I want like Jafar singing his whole thing, and then Iago's like, and Jafar fucking like kicks him, you know, and away, and it goes. Like that would have been great. Come on, it would have been beautifully animated.
What is that giving? Because there are
it's
characters
giving
with that dynamic.
LeFou and
And
Gaston.
Yes.
But
That's
LeFou
what
can
I'm
actually
thinking
like
of.
kind of sing too.
Oh, LeFou could sing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just
And then the only credit I will give the live action Beauty and the Beast is that Josh Gad can fucking sing.
yes. Also, I really like Evermore. I admit
Evermore is pretty good.
I like
I
Evermore.
like it out of context.
That. Yes, I like it out of
need in
context, but I like that the Beast had a song. You know, I liked that. That was nice. Everybody else sings. Beast needed to sing, you know? I was trying to Okay, Encanto came out much more recently. The other ones when we're like, oh, these epic like soundtracks were like 10 years old, and I'm dying.
Here's
Over
the
10
thing:
years old.
is I
All
would
gaming
have said, I would have
don't know
said
about that.
Has Been Hotel, but there are songs that I do skip in the Has Been Hotel.
Yeah, there are ones
soundtrack.
that I skip. I skipped the one she
Like-
sings with the cannibals.
Yeah, I skipped that one.
I skipped that one.
I'm sorry, I skipped Vaggy's song.
Yeah, I can't even recall. Oh, wait.
I don't-
One that she sings? Oh, yeah. I skipped that one. I do skip that one.
The ballad that she sings, not Out
Yeah.
for Love. I do
No,
like
Out for Love
That's
is
a
good.
fun
I like
one.
Out for Love. But she doesn't sing in that
but
one.
Vaggy's actual song, I'm like, don't need that.
Vaggy doesn't even sing in Out for
It's
Love.
good, it's not
It just has
bad.
Vaggy in it.
It's just not one I have on repeat.
No.
So yeah, I would have said Has Been Hotel, but I do skip some songs in there.
No,
And then-
Mason, I'm sorry.
Ori, since
What?
we're talking about musicals, guess what I just saw?
What?
Beetlejuice is back on Broadway.
No. Epic.
Don't know who's in the cast. I don't know if the
Alex Brightman.
OGs are back or if they recasted.
Tell Danny
mean-
Mata Alex Brightman. No, I'm joking.
If Alex Brightman is in it, I will go fucking see it again because I explicitly went for the sole purpose of seeing him, and I got his understudy, which was great. He did a fantastic job, but I want to see Alex Brightman.
Yes. I got to see Alex Brightman. I got Lydia's understudy, but that obviously wasn't why I, Lydia, you're great, but I was there for Alex Brightman.
Some of the way she hits
Exactly.
those notes, though, I'm just like, damn.
Oh, yeah. No, I was gonna say, I kept trying to say this and we kept getting off track. I do think that, like, Frozen, like certain Disney movies with certain Disney princesses hit more for me in the music time because I'm not a high soprano. I'm not a soprano one. So while I can hit higher notes, I can't theater hit higher notes. My belt does not go that high. I will say recently I've done better. But like, so like Elsa and Anna are both like very within my range. You know, Tiana, very in my range. Of course, Pocahontas. I love singing Colors of the Wind because Pocahontas is an alto. You know, it's very like, I can belt that song. You know. So it is definitely like, that matters. Versus if you have like, sometimes Rapunzel's songs are tough for me to belt, you know. I will say the K-pop Demon Hunter ones, Rumi gets the fuck up there.
Rumi? Okay, I will be honest. Golden sometimes kills me when
Yeah.
she goes way up
Rumi
high. I'm
gets
like,
up there,
I'm not hitting that.
and it's like, oof.
Maybe that's why I also like This Is What It Sounds Like, because she stays in that nice low range.
This
and
is
it's like,
what it
I can
sounds
hit all
like.
these
Yeah.
while sounding good. Yay.
Yeah, no,
As
I
soon
mean,
as
like,
they're
like,
we're going up, up. I'm like, there's no way I'm hitting that.
it's all right. Yeah, it's definitely wild.
But-
But
nope.
it's definitely
I will
like,
not subject your ears to that.
it's definitely like, Rumi?
She's
I
the
get
one
why
with
your
the very
voice broke
long
there.
braid, Mason.
Yeah. The long
She's
braid.
the one with the very long braid, the purple hair.
But it's definitely like, Rumi, I get why your voice broke on that.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay. Can I say, watching Rumi be so frustrated about losing her voice and being like, I need my voice to do what I need to do. I was like, holy shit, I relate to this way too much. Because as you guys know, I have lost my voice on several occasions.
Yeah.
Hence whiteboard Mars at various points throughout the year. And I have had moments where I've been like, what if my voice never comes back? Because there was a period of time where like I would try to sing Epic the Musical and it was killing my throat. Like I could not sing for 2 months straight. I had to stick to just talking. And it's only been recently that I've been able to sing again. And it's great. I love it. It's fantastic. But I'm like, damn, I thought I was done for. I thought my voice was changed forever.
It's funny.
The fear is real sometimes.
Yeah, seriously, Pastry Puff. Seriously.
Yeah. Couch, 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 couch. Couch.
Yeah. I have actually recently, like, found a higher belt than I've ever had before. So I can kind of do roomies, but, like, sometimes, you know, it's definitely a sometimes. Because I just did it. I was like, ooh.
It's literally like, it depends on the place. It depends on the time. I was actually singing Cersei's song, There Are Other Ways. And when she goes for that high note at the very end of the song, I tried hitting it and I did it. And I was like, holy shit, I'm back, baby. I can do it. Oh, Hugh Jackman
as Jean Valjean.
Mason, there is a whole ass story there that makes the production behind the movie way worse than you ever thought, especially in terms of the vocal.
Can I though say something? Hugh Jackman is not a good example of this, Mason, because Hugh Jackman is a theater guy first.
Well, this is what I'm saying, because Hugh Jackman sounded great.
Yeah.
In The Greatest Showman.
That's what I'm saying.
The problem is during the filming.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the casting.
He dehydrated himself. He didn't eat.
Yeah.
He was singing 8 hours a day on very little food and energy.
It's not to do with the casting for Les Mis.
he did not take care of his body on that shoot. He really did not.
But yeah, Les Mis is not a casting thing.
And we'll share this in the couch for anyone who's interested. It was by a guy called Sideways. He does music analyzing essays, and he's very entertaining. But he basically said, like, Hugh Jackman sounded like he was rubbing two pieces of sandpaper together when he sang, because he wasn't hydrated.
Yeah. Because, like, because Hugh Jackman is theater guy first. You sound great in Greatest Showman. I got to see him live in The Music Man on Broadway.
Did you send messages?
Which is my favorite thing.
Nothing's in hold, Deathstruck.
Yeah, Twitch doesn't do a hold, really.
To.
I like that.
I'm checking YouTube just in case, but no. Nothing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, your messages got lost in the abyss.
Yes.
I mean, Estrock, since I know you watch Sideways now, you saw the Cats production. Like,
well, yeah.
Dude. Should be in musical prison for what you've done to these movies and these performers.
But yeah, so it's very like, no. Hugh Jackman based. We like Hugh Jackman. He's a great singer.
I'll put that video in the couch. It's honestly, Sideways makes very good background noise.
I may have to...
And I mean that in the best way possible.
Yeah. Oh no, that's honestly... Anytime any of you guys are like, yeah, I put you on in the background, I'm like, thank you.
I feel so honored when people say
honored.
that. Let's share. Copy. Couch. Will I be referencing that every time I look for the couch in our Discord?
She will, yes.
Maybe. Possible.
Most definitely. Ah, that's why you're being stupid. Beautiful.
Oh, the vocal runs in Golden are amazing.
Yes.
Like, Rumi's voice actress can sing, and she sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I love long videos.
That's another good one. Tamatoa himself.
There you go, Ellie. See?
Nice.
That's what we strive to. That's why I definitely try to not have a lot of dead air on stream. I'm like, we gotta talk, we gotta chat, we gotta make sound because people have us in the background.
I gotta take a sip of water every now and then, Ori.
Okay, you know what I mean. But like, doing art, I'm talking. You know, there's talking. It's all talking. You gotta be talking. All right, beautiful. Amazing. There we go. Line's done for this guy. You got angel, demon. Angel, demon. Do you line up? You do line up. Amazing. Can you guys tell it's gonna be a GIF? Because it is. Because there's two of them. Well, maybe it will be a GIF. I don't know. I think it will be a GIF.
Anything's possible.
Because I don't think looking at them side by side evokes the same thing that I'm looking for. So, but we'll see. So this is Chase for familiarity. Familiarity. Brain died. Reboot. Revenge. That's the word I needed. Beautiful. All right, on to the next. You. What time is it? Oh, goodness. All right.
It's that time.
Oh, do we want to see? Because it is getting late. I don't know if Canadian Lucifer's still here, but do we want to see a little spoiler for Canadian Lucifer's character, the little extra doodle I did besides the main one?
Well, you know I would love to.
Well, I know you would
Also,
like to.
yes, Pastry Puff. I love that detail. Also, just because she's American.
Yes.
So
no, I love it.
her ramyun flavor is hamburger. Estrock, one of my favorite things so far, because of course people are doing this, they have been making either ramen or ramyun inspired by the K-pop Demon Hunter girls.
Amazing.
By Huntrix. And the different interpretations for what people are like, where we're gonna make a pop star flavor. Do I know what that is? No. Am I gonna try? Yes.
I loved that it was
my alley, just American.
I loved
somewhere in Burbank, USA.
That it was like their ramyun. That was like my favorite part. It was like it's their flavors. I loved that.
That was
all
just
right.
Such a charming detail.
We ready? We ready for a little sneak peek? Little bloop?
Yes,
this is shirtless guy. Because this is the sketch one.
Let's see. Oh, ooh.
There you go. You did it. If you missed it.
I don't think he's too pleased at having those fangies.
I made him very angsty. And very
fangies.
self-conscious.
Poor boy.
He sucks, so it's okay.
Yeah, that makes it fine.
I gave him all the angst. It's just how we treat Averett.
It really is.
Beautiful. Okay, I'm glad you like Canadian Lucifer. That means the vibes for the rest of it will be good.
See, once we get approval, we know we're in the clear.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yours will have to be a GIF, Canadian Lucifer. Because I think that makes it the best option. Yeah, both of those are going to be GIFs. Canadian Lucifer's and the one I just did, they're going to be GIFs. It's just how it's got to be. It's just the vibe that's in my head.
Ah, such is life.
Such is life.
But
I mean,
okay.
it's not that big of a deal, if I'm being honest. It shall be fine. It's just the eating of the quality that's sad.
Ooh, sail on Chance of Sinar. Do I get it?
What?
Maybe.
What?
I don't. Well, I know we've discussed this game on stream before. It's the language interpretation game. You're translating the languages based on little characters that you discover throughout the game on the walls and stuff. Originally 19.99, but now it's 11.99.
Oh.
And the offer ends July 24th. I have plenty of time to decide. Lovely. That's a crazy amount of demos.
I mean, you're going through them. It stands for angst, very emo, rather elite, total totalitarian. God, too relatable.
That's right on the money.
That's basically what I did. Okay, do we want to see what I did for him? I have to change it a little bit because of the long hair thing, and I have to make him a child. But, well, we'll see if I actually do or not. All right. We'll show the whole thing because I think it's interesting. I'm happy with it. Let's see if I can make it work. It will make interesting. Oh, yeah, Pastry Pup, 100%. All right, Canadian Lucifer, if you don't want spoilers, look away. But otherwise, it's going to be a GIF, so it's going to cycle through these things. So I'm going to put them on top of each other. This one is eyes closed. It just has a thing. And then he, like, opens his eyes. And then horrified because angst. And then so he smiles with a closed mouth. And then he gets more depressed as the life goes on. That's the idea. And I can save it now. Then we can add back shirtless guy. Let's do. We have Edric Sarcode for Canadian Lucifer. Revenge. Thank you, Allie. I'm very excited. I also am very happy with how the sketch turned out because he fought me. He was Edgeworth for too long. And then I made him not Edgeworth, so he's good now. He survived. The un-Edgeworthification. Aw, I'm so glad you like it, Canadian Lucifer. I'm very happy.
That is a win right there.
I felt like this would be the vibe. Good night, Mason. So I'm glad. I wanted to beat him up, just like I want to torture Everett. Sadly, we don't get to torture Everett for a while.
We beat them up because we love them.
Yeah. And not me, literally, my doodles of Everett are him being fucking taken down a peg or a drowned rat.
Because he deserves it?
Yeah, exactly, because he deserves it. When I draw Everett, I draw him suffering. When I draw Everett for fun.
He deserves it.
There's a song. I'm trying to remember. There's literally a song, and it's literally like the band AU if Everett tried to get back at Houghton, now definitely falling in love with Milano, was also having like angry relations with Ferrex. It's like a song.
That's a very specific
It's very
vibe.
Specific. But that's exactly what it
song?
is. No, it came up in my playlist. I don't even remember which one it is. But it's literally all about being like, you're bad for me and shit like that. And they're just angry. Oh!
Damn.
Do we also want to see... I have a design for my bird beast that I'm gonna commission the creator of Bird Beasts for.
Ori, I did see it earlier, and I wanted to tell you it's so cute!
Oh, it's cute, Allie! I like her. I like how you're drawing her.
Stuff to see? Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, I see Hesper. Very cool pastry.
This is the very rough
I
sketch
love the serious expression.
I
Very
finally
nice.
settled on after a lot of trial and error of very different things.
Oh, cute, Allie. I love it.
But I was picking my favorite parts of the bird beast that I've seen and that I liked. And here we are.
Is it bad if I say it's giving me Charlie the unicorn mixed with Coraline?
I don't see Coraline, but I could definitely see Charlie the Unicorn.
It's because the way the eyes look, they look like buttons to me.
Okay.
At least with the sketchy lines, they look like buttons.
But yeah, she's got little fairy wings. I haven't seen one with fairy wings, so I thought that was fun too. I was very trying to get the wings, but I wanted to see the little tail. This is very important. And I don't know, the long ones are for me. The really long ones. I like the tall ones.
See, this works out well because I like the squishes. I like the squatty boys.
The squat.
I like the meh. The squishes.
Mel made my day. I love Mel so much.
Mel was amazing.
I love how I didn't really draw this character holding an ice cream the way you should hold an ice cream. But that's okay. We can fix it later.
It's up to interpretation. Artistic license. Who says you need to hold an ice cream the correct way?
Yeah, like I said, I can fix it. It'll be fixed. I'm making very fluffy ice cream, but that's all right.
That's the best kind of ice cream. That's like the fluffy soft serve. Good shit.
Beautiful.
Damn it, now I want ice cream.
I have to name my bird bee something, and she's also based off of the Eastern Redbud tree that my VTuber avatar is named off of, which I actually have to do stuff. I'm trying. There's too many things for Ori to do.
There's so much to do.
There was so much to do for vacation and then art fight. And then it's just like, okay, doing stuff. Still gotta finish indie. So many things.
So many things. Never enough time.
Never enough time.
The
But
biggest
Cersei will happen. I was literally just thinking about episodes today. And then I was thinking about other episodes, and it's like, all right, or you just gotta do it.
We did have a really good talk about invasive species in the Discord.
I
have
really,
no doubt that was on your brain.
I really just have to like bite the bullet. Basically, is what like I have to like. I really just have to like knuckle down and do it. Like I'm partially, definitely like stalling, and it's partially because I think my biggest hurdle is trying to make it, because I have at this point a lot of experience in video editing, and I know which one I like the most, and that is right now the pasta smashes are my favorite to edit. They're quick, they're easy, I have a lot of fun, they go by rather fast, you know, in editing time. Like, they honestly take no time at all. And I like getting to be my little, like, announcer voice person. I feel like it's really fun. I enjoy it. So I'm trying to figure out how to bring that vibe into the thing, into the VTuber video ones about trees, because I need to stop myself from wanting to put too much effort in. Does that make sense? I do not have the time to make it a high effort production that I would want to make in like a perfect universe, right? But I feel like I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know what to do with the background space. I don't know.
Well, you mentioned doing speed paints in the background at one point.
So I have the speed paint for the thing, but there's certain topics that, like, I don't know what I would speed paint. Do I just speed paint anything in the background? I don't do that much tree-related things. And I honestly...
I feel like it has to be something more consistent than that.
Yeah, and I just don't know what that would be. And then that's, again, a time thing that I do have to make time for. Oh, no, Allie. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's the worst. Ooh, favorite flavor of ice cream? It's a toss-up between cookies and cream. Ooh, okay, so...
Gold medal ribbon.
I can only eat Lactaid ice cream because I am who I am. My body just does not make enzyme. So Lactaid ice cream is the only ice cream I can eat without the pills.
Mars is who he is, and she sucks because milk is great. Tell your body better.
I apologize for nothing. blame my dad. He's the one with the bad genetics.
Tell your body to do better.
I try. You know what it did? It gave me heat cramps.
Oh no.
It wasn't fun.
Oh no.
But no, the reason I go off on this tangent is because Lactaid just came out with a strawberry shortcake flavor ice cream that was limited edition. I tried it. And then I went back and bought at least 2 more tubs because I was like, I need this for the summer. This is good. It's refreshing. It's yummy. And it actually tastes like strawberry, not shortcake. I'm sorry. Strawberry cheesecake. They did Lactaid strawberry cheesecake and I can eat it. That's why I liked it so much.
I also like anything
really
chocolate
good.
Esdrock. I also love caramel. I love caramel,
caramel
a lot.
good.
Which sucks because Dylan does not like caramel. He hates caramel.
Salted caramel is really good.
Yes, I love salted caramel.
They do have salted caramel. They had a chocolate peanut butter version. I kind of liked it, but honestly, the peanut butter was like, you got to be generous with your peanut butter. You want just enough that you're getting the taste of it, but you don't want it to be so glommed together that all you're getting is mouthfuls of peanut butter and no ice cream.
Yes.
That was sort of the problem with this ice cream in that it wasn't like globs of peanut butter, but the peanut butter was kind of swirled throughout. And the way it froze, like if you scooped up a piece of peanut butter, it just undid the entire swirl.
Oh.
So you just got like a big chunk of peanut butter on your spoon. And the chocolate would just be like stuck in the middle. And it wasn't bad. Like you take a scoop of peanut butter, you take a scoop of chocolate, but it's like,
annoyance.
I just want one scoop and it to be done. I don't want to have to think about it. It's ice cream.
You're making me work for my ice cream.
You're making me work for my ice cream. Like, fuck. I don't want that.
Terrible. No, how dare they?
But it did taste pretty good. I will give it that. It did taste pretty good.
Okay.
Ooh, the SpongeBob popsicles absolutely count. For 100%.
This is not doing what
and
I
the
want
Spider-Man
to do.
popsicles, those also count. Anytime the ice cream.
Then
truck
my
goes
actual
by
answer
our house,
is
my dad has to get like a cherry bonnet. He loves cherry bonnet.
Then my actual answer is Rita's vanilla custard. They have like a thing where it's custard, where it's ice custard ice, or is it custard ice custard? I think it's ice custard ice. And
I think it's ice custard ice. We went to this place before.
Yeah, I love Rita's. Rita's ice. They have a green apple ice, and their custard is amazing. Their custard is eating like cream. It's so thick and rich. And you get that thing, green apple, vanilla custard. That's the fucking shit. Love that shit. Can't beat that shit. I dream about that shit. So good. Also can do with Swedish fish if they don't have green apple. I'm glad we're fantastic background noise. That's my goal.
I'm so happy.
I feel like that's the best type of YouTube video these days, is where you can watch it, but you don't have to watch it. Right? Like, and that's the problem I have with I'm going back to Artboreal, right? I'm really, struggling for the balance. Right? Because there's a part of me as a creative that I want it to be very high quality, very produced, all this sort of stuff. But I know deep down in my heart, how my brain died. I know deep down in my heart that I need to make it easy for me to actually be sustainable. Because like I said, the paths to smashes are incredibly sustainable. Oh my god. They're so quick and easy to edit. I'm like dying. Like they're so easy. And so it's like I really, really, really need to somehow get that sweet spot for the Arboreal because I really want to do the Arboreal, but I just don't know how to do it. I just don't know how to. I keep saying this phrase recently. I don't actually know where it came from. I know I've heard it before, but I don't know how to square that circle right now. And I feel like that's the biggest thing holding me back is what are the visuals happening? Because it's like, I don't know. I don't want to do stock photos. I don't want to have to deal with all of that and, you know,
Stock photos
copyrightness.
just aren't your vibe.
They're not my vibe. And it's like, even if I just do doodles, I feel like that's one very quickly gonna get out of hand. For me. And
what? Okay, hear me out and shoot it down if it's stupid. What if you did bird beasts inspired by plants?
If I just draw a bird beast every time instead of a full character?
Yeah.
I
Would that
do
be
love
crazy?
bird beast. Okay. Let's take it a step further, maybe, but not harder. And what that is somehow I need to make my own open species to then utilize for the things. Right? I need to make my own little goober.
Okay, we got some workshopping to do.
All right? So bird beasts are great, but I need to make my own little goober that I can then translate, into plant creatures, right? I like this idea, but they need to be simple like that. Okay, I think something that's very important to me, they need to have texture. Okay? I loved Lobter, right? That bird beast Lobter, but he was smooth. I prefer Acorn. Acorn was fluffy with fur. I also liked Timber, right? Had the wood texture. I like the texture. That's a big thing for me. That's a big enjoyment for me. Wings are pretty great. Not against the wings. I think for a little creature, I think a snoot is important. But like always drawing them from the profile like the bird beasts are.
Would be really fun.
Do it. All right. I'm liking this idea.
Of like us, what's it called? A sea dragon, like the really long rounded snoot.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna save this and we're gonna do this for like 5 to 7 more minutes.
Extended stream. Woohoo!
This is
little creatures that grow out of pots. Yes.
Okay, the pot is important. Crusader. To me, they have to be 4-legged or more.
Grass, anything.
I want them to be more animalistic than like cute little guy, if that makes sense. I like that more.
Okay. You could definitely work with that, I think.
Okay, this is revenge. Tea-pets, but plants. Yes, but more character than a tea-pet. Like, a tea-pet is a shape that you make an animal, right? I do want this to be more of an animal like a bird beast is, right? I don't know if that made any sense. Okay.
No, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I feel like this is important. Cause like the bird beast eye is also very important. Okay. Cause it needs, I like how the bird beast is set up. The bird beast is a lot of room for interpretation with very specific things that it has to have. Like the eye that doesn't move, right? The butt wings. And that's basically, and like a snoot-ish face, right? Like, well, it doesn't say that. The connected mouth, right? Pot pets. Okay, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Pastry puff. We're taking that. Okay, so the pot
That's a good
is
one.
important.
I really like that.
So the pot is important. So maybe... Oh, what if the pot is the snoot?
Ooh, okay. That can be something.
Because, right, this is like classic plant pot, but I technically, you know, a plant pot can be anything. So while this is like the classic, you can make it like any shape.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I can see that. And then I like the necks. I like the long necks. I feel like that's important. This gives those creatures from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, I see it. I see the vision.
Okay. We're trying to make it cute, but not bird beast. Okay. It's like trying to get just enough detail without too much detail. Ooh, wait.
It's finding that balance.
Okay, wait. We're gonna come back here. What if it's broken, though?
Ooh, like a crack?
Because that's where the mouth would be. And so what if it's just half a pot? Ooh, okay. We're cooking now. We're cooking now. I've done it. Okay, it's like a little dinosaur. I'm loving. Okay.
Ooh. Oh, this is cute. This is hella cute.
Okay. We're loving this. We're vibing. So then, yeah, something like this. So the pot is like a little helmety bit more on top of it.
Snaggletooth does sound very familiar, Estrock.
Is it from Land Before Time? Maybe?
I almost thought it was Warrior Cats for a second. There's definitely a cat in there named Something Tooth.
There's definitely a lot of tooths.
Oh, it's from How to Train Your Dragon? Okay.
Oh!
That checks out.
Okay. Spines of some sort down the back. Frill spines. We're kind of leaning a little dino-y here. It's gotta have something. Ooh, like, but they're fluffy. I want fluff. We need fluff.
You gotta turn those spines into like leaves.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you could even like they could be thorns.
And then we
too,
definitely have to
depending on
have
the
like
plant you're
a horn sort of thing for branches, because they have leaves
yes.
on them. Okay, standing. This is great. What are the key things? Pot can be anything, but it has to be a pot on the head. Branch horns, floof, and yeah, some sort of like neck decoration. I don't need it to be spine specifically, but there's got to be like something in the main area. Okay, I'm liking this.
Tropius is an underappreciated Pokemon.
Yes.
I unfortunately used it when I was young, so I didn't know how to build my Pokemon to make them stronger. So when I used it, I was like, wow, this one isn't very good, but I like the design a lot.
Okay. I want them to have
And then just boxed it.
long neck, small body. I feel like that's the dichotomy I want.
You made a pot pet early, Allie? What? Ooh. Ooh, I see your dragon in her fight. He looks amazing.
All right, I have to go. I have been summoned to bed. But this is how he's going. Oh my god. Little legs?
I think this could work for you, Ori.
Or big legs? I'll have to decide.
Little legs. It's gotta be little legs.
I don't know. I love the big legs, though.
No, it's gotta be little.
But
Come on, make him stumpy. He's a shrub. He's a shrub.
No, he's a tree. Okay, maybe they could be both.
The
Shrubs
tall
can
ones
be short,
trees and the shrubs
but
can
the
be
neck
short.
stays long. The legs only
Yes,
change.
I agree with
Okay.
this. It's photosynthesis.
And the tail has like the flowers on it or something.
Ooh,
Okay,
you know what
okay.
else could change?
I gotta-
The length of the horn branches
Oh
depending
yeah,
on
of course.
how
And the
tall.
type of pot, all of that sort of thing. All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, leggies depend on plant.
Look at this beaut.
This is it. But thank
He's
you all for
lovely.
coming. I don't think I've played the end screen in a long time, but thank you all for coming, guys. If you are a psychic sidekick or angsty adversary channel member, there is a new Pass to Smash out right now of Lotta Heart. Watch it. It's funny. Even if you were at the stream, it is not the same vibe. I was at the stream. I was there. It is not the same vibe. Getting to see the stream of consciousness as edited down into 10 minutes is great. And also there's of course interviews with Dylan and Mars never before seen besides in those episodes. They will be released to the public eventually. I just don't know when. It is happening. Okay. Like if you can wait, it's an indefinite amount of time. But thank you everybody to your support. If you do support at any level, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you all for coming and having us on here in the background or, participating. Have a lovely art fight for those fighting. And we'll see you guys tomorrow finally for Ace Attorney. It's been so long. It's been a month.
Yes! Oh my god,
It's gonna be
we're
Ace
back!
Attorney. We're back, baby. Let's go.
Yes.
Ace Attorney,
Oh,
Dylan,
I get to pull out my
tomorrow.
traumatized K again. Let's go!
See you all then. All right. Good night,
So ready.
guys.
Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.